Dailyrapupcrew, we making money right now, as you can see in my background. You know what I mean? Got the couch. That's the piano that I just bought right there. Shit, I mean,
that's the piano.
Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Okay.
I'll be on my John Legend shit. You know what I mean? Ordinary people. Are we live? My fault.
Yeah.
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all?
Hold on, give me a second. I had my shit on mute. My shit. I didn't mute the fucking video. Like, you know what I'm saying. Now, boy, it's goody though. And then we was backstage talking hella shit. Y'all niggas acting like
let's continue this talk.
Yo, y'all acting like y'all really like that in basketball. Stop it, like.
Bro, you was not like that, man. You only perform with one person, bro.
No, I perform with multiple people, bro. I perform with multiple partners. It don't matter who on my team. I'm gonna get a W.
If me or Drew woke up one day and we decide not to be lazy, we would kill y'all.
Y'all really wouldn't. No, that's the crazy.
I get 15 offensive rebounds. We like, give him another shot.
Bro, I want to get y'all 5-1, bro.
Right next to each other, looking like, yeah, Drew go get it. Drew be looking like, yeah, Key go get it.
That's exactly who
I can't help it if y'all dirt. If y'all dirt, just say that. Like,
nah, you can never call it.
I won 2 different.
I want keep it real, bro. Keep it real, bro. You can never call this dirt, bro. Don't do that.
Huh? I can never what?
Call this dirt, bro.
Yeah, I can. I won 2 series against y'all. What are you talking about? And y'all only won 1 game.
If somebody
everybody in the chat, I played them in 2 different series. Game best of 4. I won both of them.
Yo, I
won 8-1, bro.
You had an Energizer Bunny, bro. That's it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Bro. So the only time y'all can win against me is when I got a handicap. That's what y'all saying.
No. How is it a handicap? The other person is skinnier than me.
When you got somebody as lazy as me. When you got somebody as lazy as us on your team, you can't win.
I had Jose, bro. What are you talking about? And I still got W's. And I still got W's. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You said who not lazy?
I said I had Jose. He lazy. And
wasn't he called for rebounds too? Jumping on people back? Come on, boy.
Come on, bro. I was putting him in isolations, going right by him. Dribble, go right by him, bro. And I still.
Bro, I can't. What you want me to do if I was looking like Harden out there against it? You can't guard me.
Hey, yo, man. What's good with the chat, man? Everybody
getting taught, man.
Everybody that's joining in, yo, Mike.
Stop reaching. He gonna keep teaching.
Nigga can't reach.
Y'all. Start the show, man.
Yeah, we out here with this.
I want to take this time out to give a shout out to Keep in Mind podcast. Shout out to them brothers over there. I mean, they doing their thing, but they want to challenge us in the game of 3-on-3. It's not going to end. It's not going to end well for you.
I don't know. You know what it is? People just be thinking like, oh yeah, I could beat them in basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. You know, you gotta have confidence, but you know, it's not gonna work out in their favor. Mm-hmm. But I heard they trying to recruit like D1 players and shit like that. Like,
I mean, that's in their best interest.
Yo, what's good, Amber? What's good, Mike?
What up, Amber? What up, Mike?
Yeah, Cora Gray. What's goody? Let me see. Yeah, we gonna do. I know it's a little different. We up in here on a Tuesday.
I see some new people in the comments. I never see Rocky in real time. What up, man? That's someone that has actually lived in Brazil for 2 years. Lots of passport bros like Auston and Fred that are coming to Brazil are capping so hard and misleading so many, man.
We definitely gonna get into that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get into. Yo, first of all, we ain't go live last week, right? Nah, right?
No.
Yo, but I just want to give a shout out to Amber, bro. I don't know if we shouted her out last time. Well, she pulled up today. She pulled up all the way to New York for the game night. You know what I mean? She definitely was a woman of her word. She pulled up. She showed us love, man. We got to see her.
She was about to back out, but I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna just talk about what happened.
Yeah. When we seen each other, we embraced each other like we knew each other for years. We was about to do kid and play right in the middle of the floor. We was about to kick the feet and all that. We was definitely.
I still Amber. We supposed to play Connect 4, but you know she was ducking the smoke. But it's all good. Like, I mean,
where Amber was ducking. She said she wanted to smoke on the space table too, but I was too busy serving. I couldn't.
You was serving up on them spades?
Hell yeah! Shout out to Just though. He tried. Justin JC. They tried.
Okay. Yeah, he was kind of quiet that night. Usually,
he was pretty quiet.
He was pretty quiet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man. So we're gonna let everybody join in real quick. I know it's a Tuesday. Like I said, this is something a little different. I usually expect us on Thursdays, but
we're still gonna be doing Thursdays. No forget that.
Yeah, we still got a live panel for Thursday coming up. Full packed panels should be a good live stream. But you know, we figure we do some reaction video. Everybody always sending us videos like, yo, I want to hear y'all thoughts. What y'all think about this? What y'all think about that, man? So we're gonna try to get to it. And if y'all got any videos y'all want us to react to, Yeah, hit us up on.
You know what I just thought of, bro? Somebody definitely said this a channel that he wanted us to react to some videos and shit. I guess we could do that like next week or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
if y'all got some clips, man, that y'all want us to react to, or y'all just want our commentary on this, make sure y'all send it to us on IG, DM us, email us, dailyrapupcrew@gmail.com. Y'all can hit us up on TikTok. I mean, TikTok don't got no message feature, but y'all can do what y'all can do on TikTok. You know what I mean? So
Amber, I had to be a host, man. I had to be a host. You know what I mean? I couldn't just sit down at the space table all night. You know what I mean? I had to do my job.
And then I had to be DJ with that bum ass playlist, boy. Like,
Yo, what happened was we were supposed to have a DJ. He said he couldn't make it last minute. So I was only supposed to get on the ones and twos for the reggae, you know what I mean, the soca at the end, you know what I mean? So I didn't have like up to date like hip hop and R&B and shit. So that's what happened.
Why is that? Why is your playlist stuck on 1993?
bro, he had Gym Class Heroes, bro.
I ain't been mad long, bro. Yo, shout out to Gym Class Heroes. They had a couple hits too, you know what I mean?
Ain't nobody trying to hit that at no party, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't that type of party, bro. Like,
I mean, I wasn't gonna play that though. You played that?
No. Like, they wanted to hear body yaddy. I didn't want to hear that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, if y'all just joining in, make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Hit us up and we see the chats over there, man. If y'all want to support us, y'all can send super chats. We're gonna read all super chats throughout the course.
Amber kept talking about getting on the mic and singing, bro. But then when I say, yo, I'm about to announce it, she got scared. I don't know what's up, man.
Amber be singing? Amber be blowing? Like, I ain't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shout out to Amber.
Why you have to put like that, bro?
Now, ain't that what they say to describe people that sing? They blow, right?
But why you have to put it like that, though?
I'm referring to how that's how they talk about singers. So I'm just like, yo, that's how they, that's a compliment. Like,
you said you got to make it past with 5 minutes to get monetized.
But how is blowing now? Oh, come on, bro.
You just gonna keep saying it, bro. Like,
Listen, I know the guidelines. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, we got a super chat in here. What is that? What currency is that? I don't even know.
250 something. You know what I mean? I lived overseas most of past 50 years. Come up and women go together like peanut butter and jelly. To even have the discussion is no chick says, oh my, let me find a broke motherfucker to marry and struggle with. I mean, that's a good point, man.
Yeah, 50 years. That's a long time, man. Like, you must have just lived it your whole life. I
Hey,
thought you was like somebody.
How old are you now?
Yeah.
You think about the count.
He only could be but so old. Like, now that he's 50 years, like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, if you're moving overseas, you gotta be at least like what, 18?
Yeah, probably.
So, he probably like 68, 70s. You know what I mean? He up there. He said 67. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so like I said, we got a couple of reaction videos that we're gonna get to. Shout out to Crew Season. Shout out to them, man. They over there doing productive work, man. I fucks with their content heavy.
Definitely.
Yeah, they doing a good job over there, man. If y'all support us, man, make sure y'all go support them as well, man, because they put out some good content. And then we got
I think this year we should do more collabs, man. I want to do some collabs. So.
Yeah, we gotta do we gotta definitely get on our collab, man. And we gotta shout out the Real Talk with Yanni, man. She got a great channel over there. Phenomenal black woman, very attractive black woman. She does a lot of positive, productive conversations over there. Pretty interesting, man. Like, I mean, I would go over there and give her, a like and a follow, and just support her content as well. So. A lot of people sent us these videos, so we're gonna check it out and get straight into it. But it's only right I started off with this video, man. This video has been going crazy on TikTok, man. Like, I've seen so many reaction videos to this, and I'm just like, yo, they really going crazy. So I'm gonna play the video. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all already seen them. I'm gonna play just to give some context real quick. And then we're gonna discuss it real quick, and then we're gonna get into the reactions. So
when you pay attention to the passport bros, like, they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that
need them. Women are raised to be wives. Mm-hmm. They learn everything from birth, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't.
Stop yourself.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the video. So we don't, and she stopped her own self. Like, we even
didn't stop herself. Like, oh shit, I better not start this.
Yeah, man. What's your reaction to all the feedback and all the I guess reactions and comments that that Postman get?
I mean, I think when you live in the United States of America, you live in a bubble, so you're not really educated on what's going on in the rest of the world. So, I mean, she was ignorant in saying that they're not educated and shit when most of the technology and inventions and shit come from China. Like, how you gonna say that about the Asian and Filipino community? So, I mean, they rightfully get her. I mean, they say they speak English and they're very educated. So, I mean, she set herself up with that one, man. That's what I'm saying.
I honestly want to take out the time to even say that at that point, I feel like we should have checked her, but I was so in tune to try to get my point across about how great they are as wives that I didn't acknowledge how insensitive she was when she said that. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to take the opportunity to apologize to people that was offended because, you know, I got sisters who wasn't born, you know, in America who, you know, went to school in Jamaica. It's not the Philippines, whatever, but I'm pretty sure there's numerous educated women out there all over the world. Shit. And if we talking about America's school system, we the one who needs some motherfucking help. But, you know what I mean? I just want to just take out the time to say that I can see why it may seem insensitive and we should have checked her when she definitely disrespected the other women.
Yeah. I mean, when you're in a heat of argument, we say this all the time. We don't really think of shit. Like, we would think of shit later on, like, damn, I should have said that. I should have said that. You know what I mean? So it's like, we can only do but so much. But I get your point. Yeah, we could have definitely checked on that note. But I mean, we give people who she was speaking about the right to check us. So I think that's even better than us actually doing it.
Yeah, there was a ton, man. Every time I go to TikTok, make sure y'all follow us on TikTok because they be active over there. I ain't gonna hold you. They definitely be.
Them comments be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even keep up with everything. You know what I mean? But there was definitely a lot. We might have to have a panel. We might have to have a panel of just like, you know, women overseas, and then, you know, for them to share their experience.
That might be dope. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody says some people don't want black men to have shit.
Yo, we gonna definitely get into that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of people.
We gonna get into that, but let's get right into it, man. I got this video I want to play. Like, again, shout out to Real Talk with Yanni. Make sure y'all go over there and give her a like.
You say how you felt about it? Like, I ain't hear you what you had to say,
man. Nah, like I said, I when she said it, it just felt like, you know, maybe she was just misinformed. You know what I mean? Or like I said, we do live in a bubble, so maybe she wasn't aware. I wasn't necessarily personally aware. Not saying I didn't know that they didn't speak English, but I didn't know. You know, there were several women that did reaction videos and stated how educated they are and how important education is to a lot of people overseas. And, you know, I wasn't fully aware of the, you know, level of education that a lot of them, a higher percentage of them obtained and stuff like that. So, you know, I was educated on things that I didn't know. So, you know, it's all informative at the end of the day. And, you know, I'm glad that it provoked, obviously, a conversation. For better or for worse, so, you know what I mean? So you always gonna get both sides of the spectrum. So, you know,
I mean, when you being taught something that's right, it can't be for the worst. You know what I mean? It's always for the best. You know what I mean? So,
and that shit just brought it our audience because I ain't know people from the Philippines even knew who the fuck we was.
Yeah, we have a ton of people.
Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. So let me get straight into this. If y'all just joining in, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe as well. And we do have a YouTube membership. Make sure y'all hit that membership because we drop episodes early. We got some exclusive episodes that's only going to go on to the memberships. So make sure y'all you join the membership for that.
If you wonder why Amber's name is green, I mean, ask her.
Exactly. Like, yeah. If y'all want to be special in the comments and everybody recognize y'all, then, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit that membership. So let's get straight into this, man. Let me get all right, so this is, like I said, this is Real Talk with Yanni. This is interesting because she was talking about Passport Bros, and she actually had a caller call in, and you know, she had quite a couple of things to say about, you know, black men that go overseas, especially to the DR and stuff like that. So we're gonna get straight into it. Let me know if y'all can hear everything once I start playing to make sure it sounds good. Let us know in the chats.
It's like really free. I like it. So okay, so we do have a caller. Just Magic, you're up first. But wait. Before we get into it, let me go ahead and play this video back because y'all know I like to bring my receipts, honey. I don't like to just come up here and give my opinion. I gotta have my receipts. So let me go ahead and play this video again, and then I'll take the first caller.
The passport boys lead Black women in the U.S. and travel overseas to date.
Like you just did. And how soon would you kiss me, and how soon would you go back home with me?
I don't know if I had time.
If you like him a lot and he likes you a lot, do you feel a need to wait a day or two? Or
No.
So you go the same day?
Yes.
That's all I need to know. Get your passport.
No way. No way. So you're going to give up on all the Black females and
Alrighty.
Hey, yo, real quick, yo, shout out to Yachty. She looking phenomenal on that red. I ain't gonna hold you. Know red my favorite color, so you know what I mean. Like,
I know you ain't a shooter, but it sounds like you shooting your shot, man. Ain't gonna lie.
I mean, listen, man. I might have to. I might gotta see what's up.
I ain't gonna hold you. If that's how this shit's starting, I'm very disappointed at homie. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
I mean,
is that passport bros? Is that what it's standing for? That is like
you get kissed on the first date.
Yeah. Is that the only question we're worrying about? Like, yo, am I fucking you after at the end of this, or?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little sus. We gonna definitely dive into that, man. But let me see what Shorty got to say, man.
Just Magic, you're up first. So what would you like to add to the conversation? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great.
Yo, real quick, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear everything. If everything's sounding good on y'all end, put a 1 in the chat, man, because you know we out here struggle streaming. It's our first time really doing this, so we want to make sure the quality is up to par. Y'all can see everything, y'all can hear everything. So put a 1 in the chat if everything's sounding copacetic. You hear me?
So what's your opinion on this?
So I'm not Brazilian. I have Brazilian friends. I'm from Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay.
And the passport bros, man, they've been a thing for so long. So the difference between the foreign European guys that come into the country is not very, very different as far as what their reasons are, but the behavior is quite different. So when the African American men go, they go over there to show off, to, you know, kind of boast to other people about how they're getting all this sexual attention. Well, the Euro guys are kind of like, you know, come to my yacht, and you know, they're kind of more like trying to have a party and, you know, just enjoy the company of women. Not to say that they're not terrible too, but
right.
The way the African American guys comport themselves is more of like a stroke of ego because they don't get it back in their country. So quiet as is kept, we all know, from the girls that don't partake in that kind of industry to the girls that do, we all know that when an African American man comes down there, he's usually not sexually socialized correctly. So he thinks that the way we act is because of him, when it's just culture that we act the way we do, which is, you know, tending to our man and whatnot. So then another thing that also happens is that we all communicate with each other. He's a lick. Get what you can. Make him feel like he's special. Just turn up the heat as far as how, you know, sweet and submissive you are. But just get your lick. That's all they care about. And see, I don't
know. I don't like that term, get your lick, because that shit sound like that's how motherfuckers be getting set up and, you know what I mean, robbed and shit like that. I don't know. I guess because we from New York.
I also think that's what she's leading with. She's using it in the correct way. You act submissive, you act friendly, you get up, she might even give you some pussy. But when she's done, if you ain't pay her enough, you gonna see a gun from her man right outside, Pablo Escobar.
So what y'all think about her? Go ahead, keep my fault.
So the passport bros are going overseas and marrying these women, right? Or no?
I believe that's what the real passport bros. I think she's expressing, you know, tricks. Tricks. Yeah, those are tricks. Niggas is going over there flying for pussy. That's not what passport bros.
Yeah, I think she mixing up passport bros with niggas that are just flying in to get the pussy. Like, I think passport bros is out there finding quality women and getting married and being happy. Like, that's not the same thing as a woman using you for licks. As if she marrying you, what you a lifetime lick? Like I don't get it. You know what I mean? So I think it's two different things. And I also want to say that women in the U.S. use niggas for licks all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like you gonna get some femininity and submission and get some money, or you gonna come here and deal with the masculinity and get some money. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess it's preference at the end of the day. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't even hate on it because this is what I do.
Hey, yo, she making these crazy ass. Yo, it ain't that deep. She acting like she ain't never heard this before.
Yo, what you was talking about earlier when I asked if when I asked if we gonna get demonetized? What you talking about?
Listen, we had the 20-minute mark. We should be all right. Like,
yo, all I'm saying is that's what that face is making me think about.
That's like a gift, and I'll pose it right where she did that face.
Here in America, when black men tell me, "Oh yeah, I like your kind of women," I'm like, "Hell yeah, come to my country! Hell yeah, come to my country!" Why? Because I'm thinking about the women that do need money and want to get that lick, and they're just the easiest lick to get. Whereas a Euro guy is gonna be like, he's gonna want for you to establish, like, look at him with some type of respect, understand his lifestyle. He wants you to be impressed by him. Whereas the African American men are more like, yeah, I don't get attention from my women over there, so that's why I come here.
I could tell she's definitely capping, bro. Like, she's just one of them women that's just trying to paint the narrative.
Let me ask y'all a question though. Who sounds like they need attention more? A nigga that wants you to look at them like, oh yeah, look at me, or a nigga just like, yo, let's go. Like, come on, bro. It sounds like the nigga that's like, yo, you gotta look at me with some respect.
It's also a difference on her perspective when she comes to, like, she's thinking about finances. She's talking about the respect a woman would have for a nigga in a yacht rather than the average nigga that's walking around. If you come to America, if you got a yacht, I'm gonna get more attention than a nigga that's walking with them sneakers on. I don't care if they J's.
But the fact that
over there got a yacht, he's winning.
I mean, but you still getting the same pussy, and they still looking at you the same way, bro. They still looking at them European niggas just like a lick, the same way. So I don't get it. So I'm gonna buy a yacht to impress you, and you still looking at me like a lick. Like, what am I getting out of that?
Yeah, that's a fact. But I think you did make a good point about, like, just men in general just going to just travel, and enjoy themselves, and compared to, like you said, the passport bro situation. I think this is one of them situations where this conversation is always interesting because women I've seen making so much complaints about passport bros, but yet these are the same men that I don't want. That's dusties. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that is like, I'm gonna go somewhere else to find where I'm appreciated. Now it's like there's so much of an uproar. Like me personally, I would never care about somebody, especially if I've been complaining about them publicly. I wouldn't care what they was doing in their life. Like, if it don't concern me, I really don't care. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I don't understand why the women are so upset and they care to be not in our business, but in their business so much. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, that sounds very much like I don't want you, and I don't want nobody to have you. Like,
exactly. Like, yeah, if I can't make you happy, can't nobody make you happy.
Yeah, like, why are you so bitter, bro? Like,
because they single.
My life.
They single and home by themselves.
And, you women are the best, and we all are in cahoots. We all know what time it is. So that's all I have to say about them. They're not special over there, and they already have made their own reputation in Brazil and DR and Colombia, all that. They've already made a terrible reputation. We're obviously not going to say it to their face because we got to hit the licks.
Oh, girl, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Now you just came through. You didn't just drop T. You dropped a bomb, and it's just wait a minute. So it's this unwritten, you don't say it out loud. You just,
of course,
you just have this code among each other that this is what we're doing.
I really don't see any difference. Like, let's say hypothetically she is saying that these men are going over there and they're bragging about their money and the women are receiving them as well. That don't sound like this. That sounds like the same thing women are doing in the States. Like, they're trying to finesse a man out his money. They're looking at some men as a lick. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of the same concept. It's just that you're in a different, like, you're in a foreign country. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And any man that's talking to a woman that's about to give them pussy, of course he's gonna say you're special. She's saying, oh yeah, he's saying we're so special. Yeah, if he was in Brooklyn, the shorty that's about to give him ass, she's special too to that night.
Yeah.
So you gotta fucking not think that.
It's like y'all both feeding each other ego. Like you obviously you need the money, so you got to do what you got to do to get that money and whatever the case is. And you know he wants a certain type of satisfaction or experience or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? So I think it's like it's transactional at the end of the day. Like you know what I mean? So
the way I see this compared to like the strip clubs in like America, you know what I mean? You go to the strip clubs, obviously they're gonna be on your body because they want you to spend that money. That's the same thing when you go overseas to that and you're looking for that type of attention. That's you going there because you know once you got that money, they're gonna give you that attention. But you'll be a fool. But it got some dudes, maybe some white dudes. We heard like they pay you just to sit down and talk to them shit.
There's black dudes that do that shit too. Can't put a color on a trick.
Nah, I guess you're right. But it got some dudes in general that will pay you to sit down and talk to them. And I think that's what she's describing.
She's saying the same thing. You don't think Cardi B was in them strip clubs looking at these men like, oh, he looking like a lick? I mean, she on this shit like
exactly. But
allegedly was, you know, doing things to men to get them incapacitated because they looked like a lick. Like it's the same concept. Like, you know what I mean? Women going finesse no matter where you go.
Their attention only going as far as your money goes. It's the same thing, bro. But I think the passport bros is different because, like I said, they finding girlfriends and wives out there. They're not
building relationships.
Exactly. It's not people looking for licks. If you agree to be my wife and you looking for a lick, that's crazy, bro. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think it's two different things.
Yeah, I mean, it's some women out there. I ain't gonna hold you, like you know what I'm saying, but you never know.
You got a super chat from Diamond Jim. He said, "Culture is the thing that defines differences in how women move. Once that's removed, women everywhere are the same. I live in the Philippines. I can see Western traits and some blame it on media. That's a fact.
That Western influence is spreading, man. We don't have conversations with people in Jamaica, people in Africa, and they saying the same thing. Like, yo, the American women is spreading their influence. Like, you know what I mean? So,
but this is what I was saying though. Women here is looking at guys like licks too. So it's like, what is the difference, bro?
I really still want to know who in the world is saying, yo, damn, I got to go to America. I need me an American one. I really just want to know, like, who in the outside of people that's blatantly just trying to get their passport or green card or whatever the case is.
There's one person. There's one group of people.
That's the only. I can't see nobody else in the world saying, damn, you know what? I really got to get.
But it's not us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? So it's almost like you are mad because men can go outside of the country and explore their options, but for you, like, and I'm not saying you don't have the options, but your options is probably looking at you like a lick. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like it's different. Like, you know what I mean? So let me see.
Them fellas out in Dubai, they are requesting for them American women to come out there.
I know you want to say. You might as well say it.
Because shit on their face.
But why do they call it Dubai, though?
So they could say so they could doo-doo and say bye.
Yeah, because we already know that men that talk badly about their own women are, it's almost like treasonous. Mm-hmm. It's almost like they're natural born backstabbers.
Ooh.
So it's like, what's the point of, you know, with dealing with them besides catching the lick? So it's just like we don't.
Bro, ain't no universal. Oh, if he talking about his woman. Usually, if let's say a man is doing that, and I'm just thinking hypothetically, I really don't know. You know, I'm just making up a scenario in my head. If a man is going overseas and saying, "Listen, I'm not getting treated properly by the women in my country," I would think women will look at that like, wait, she don't do this, she don't do that. Like I do, like, you know, it's almost like a comparison thing. It's not like you talking bad about it. It's almost like a damn, like you a quality, you know, you have
appreciate me.
Yeah, like you have something going for yourself. Why are these women not behaving in a way where they respect you? Like that's how I kind of look at it. I don't think women are universally like, damn, he's talking about the women in his country. Let's unite and like get a lick. Like that don't even make sense. Like I don't know. Maybe it's true. I don't know. I'm just making up hypotheticals. Let us know in the chat if y'all feel the same way, man.
Yes, we're in cahoots. We know because we know that they're not loyal enough. So we'll play up our part, you know, because we know what we're gonna get out of it, which is a visa or some money or
smart girl.
Blah blah blah.
Smart girls, I see.
Yeah, so they're not gonna say nothing. No, none of these
know
women
the game already.
Yeah, but even here in America, like, or even back home, doesn't matter. When we're in closed spaces together, or we're running our mouth, it's not something that we're doing publicly. Like, oh, look at this guy. We're about to, we're gonna act like we're hella interested, but in between each other, we're like, man, you know how them guys are from over there. They don't give a shit about their women. You think they're going to give a shit about us? Hell no. But, he did invite me to such and such last night, and he said he's going to drop XYZ. So that's how it goes. And I know they think that they're special, but they're not. They just, they'll never be.
And the fact that she's not even cammed up, I know she's just talking out the side of her face right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because listen, man, if she was a baddie, she'd be cammed up. Like, you see one baddie cammed up, the other one is over there talking behind a fucking icon picture. Like, you know what I mean? She got all this to say, but she don't want to cam up, man. Like, yo, cam up. Like, that's what I want.
Shadows.
Man, she in the shadows talking all that BS.
You ever seen one of those documentaries when a person don't want to show their face because they scared what's going to happen?
It's like, bro, like, listen, man, I'm not gonna say like she's not being truthful in some aspects. Maybe she is. Like, I don't want to take that away from her. But to sit there and be disingenuous, it almost sounds like she is jealous. You know what I mean? Or she, like, I don't know. It just comes off as a jealousy thing. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't know. We got to find some women from the Dominican Republic. But again, maybe they wouldn't say that because they try to get that lick or whatever the case is. Like, I don't know, man. This just sound like a hater to me, but I could be wrong. Which I think.
Sound a little haterish. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like,
I mean, every relationship is opportunity. So if you see somebody that's not even from New York, usually they have a special aura around them because you could acknowledge when somebody's not from here. You know what I mean? It could be somebody from the South, and I'm like, damn, shorty look different. She look good. It's gonna catch your eye. So just like if we went out there, they would know we're not from out there. So we'll be the unicorn to them. Of course, they're gonna see what they can get out of it. You know what I mean? But that's what any man that they feel like they can get an opportunity with. You get what I'm saying? So that green card shit is real. I can understand it. Shit, niggas do it to females too. So.
That's a fact, man.
Yeah, I just think at the end of the day, it's gonna be opportunists anywhere, bro. Like if a girl out here see a nigga rolling down the street in a Rolls Royce or a Benz or whatever, and she looking at him like, oh, he got money, I could get something out of it. It's the same thing, bro. So I don't see why they try to make a big difference here and there.
Yeah. And again, there's this like. Women are trying to put white men on a pedestal for doing the exact same thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like
he's European.
Like demonize black men for cheating, but when white men do it, it's like different. It's almost
classier.
Yeah, it's classier. They're doing the exact same thing, but they have class all of this sudden because, like, come on, bro. Like, not every white dude that comes to DR is some rich white European that's got all this money, bro. Stop the cap, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They out there tricking and treating too.
Yeah, there's regular white dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going over there and doing the same thing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we always get pitted as the villains. It's ridiculous at this point.
I mean,
as the villains,
it makes it so much easier because those white dudes, them Hispanic dudes, all the other American dudes, Indian dudes, nobody gets embarrassed because there's such a fucking target on black men to shame them 24/7. Yo, it could be something good. They're gonna find a way to flip that shit against us. I swear.
Yeah, we always get painted as the villains, man. But let me see what else she got to say.
And the ones that do.
Yo, speaking of painted as the villain, let me get this quick plug in. Yo, make sure y'all go watch that video that we got out. We got the new episode coming out this Friday. We got some white girls on there. I ain't gonna hold you. I definitely got to tune in for that one. But we do got a clip out right now, where she's a white Russian woman, and she said, black men are most likely to cheat or something like that, man. Y'all got to tune in because it's crazy, man. But that's a quick plug, man. That's up right now, man. Make sure you go tune in on that.
Get to that super chat before you start.
Diamond Jim. Shout out to Diamond Jim. He active tonight. He said that Dubai doodle thing is questionable. I lived there 5 years, never once heard these stories. I knew, and many friends knew wealthy dudes could have happened, but not on the scale some would imagine. I think that doodle thing is more recent, ain't it? Like, or does that been happening?
I don't know if it's more recent, but the motherfuckers, once they do it, like, don't you gotta sign NDAs and you can't really talk about shit like that, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like this is mainstream media. This shit is like, yo, I'm paying you the set amount of money to fly over here, and whatever happens over here, like, you can't talk about it. I'm not gonna say like it's something that's happening in mass, but you know, obviously you're not going to speak about it because number one, if you're a woman and you took that flight, you're not gonna be bragging that you got shitted on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm about to say. Even if they ain't had no NDAs, bro, who's coming back telling somebody like, yo, I just went to Dubai to get shitted on? Like
the guys damn sure like they're gonna be close lipped. Like I say, he's probably right. It probably don't happen on the scale that we thinking of, obviously, but you know. They about they you know NDAs over there. They don't play no games.
Privacy for sure.
Who become special are the ones that have kind of like the Eurocentric lifestyle that you know are living up to the hype, that are actually professional, that go there and they already know the language. They're very, very cultured. Those are the ones that we'll talk to. But the other ones, chill, please.
Wow. But that actually makes sense. That makes sense. So you can tell, you know, the difference. So you know the man that is really trying to learn the language, learn the culture, and be a part of the culture. That's how you guys are able to make the determining factor. Of course,
bro, they finessing y'all the same way, bro. They act like they care about the culture. They do the exact same shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they come in there speaking a badass Spanish, and y'all looking at it's no different, bro, from a white man going into a black party and dancing all off rhythm, and the black women flocking to him, talking about, oh, he invited to the barbecue. It's the same difference, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just see white men and y'all just assume, you know, the best of them, and y'all just put them on such a pedestal. Like, the basic stuff that they do, y'all look at it, oh, he's trying to learn. He's trying to, like, no, he's just finessing the game. Like, he know y'all gonna flock to him because he a white man in society. He got that privilege. Like, you know what I mean?
If he wanted to learn, he would. You know what I mean? They got white men that can actually dance. You know what I mean? He took the time out to learn. You know what I mean? Like,
he still was off beat. I don't care how many lessons he took. I know that nigga was still off rhythm. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like they have some stuff going on for themselves.
Well, some will try to learn the culture in order to sleep with the girls, right? Like, they'll try to learn, but you can tell the difference because one is actually well-traveled. Like, one is well-traveled, has businesses, is established. You know, he's already talking about family. And
again, I'm sorry I keep pausing this. It's just like, bro, you talking about the same women, right? One is giving up the pussy for a nigga that's not doing all this culture shit or whatever. He don't got no yacht, and the other one is having a yacht and trying to learn the culture. Yes, they still getting the same like cat at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one is just more.
Why are you saying it's two different women? It sounds like the same women to me.
Well, yeah, I mean it is the same one, but I'm just saying like it's two different people. One is doing it to, yo, I ain't trying to, you know, really take. I'm here for a mission, like, you get what I'm saying. The other one, like, taking time out, I guess, but at the end of the day, they still getting the same, you know what I'm saying, goods. Like,
that's like a treatment from a pimp and a sugar daddy. One is gonna be nicer, but they still fucking. They both fucking.
Exactly. So why am I doing all this extra shit to get the same pussy that this nigga ain't doing all this extra shit again?
Exactly, like, you know what I'm saying.
Normal things that a sane, good man with values will. But for the most part, they don't talk about that. They're just like, what are we going to do later? How are we going to party? Where can I find weeds? Where can I find this, that, and the other? And you just kind of like the right girl that, you know, ends up being the hookup girl. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you, Just Magic. I appreciate you for coming up here and giving us a bomb. I can't even say that, girl, because I was not expecting that. But
right.
Thank you for coming up here and sharing.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, there's still more to it. I don't really watch the rest of it, but yeah, make sure y'all go over to her page, man. Real talk with Yanni, man. She got, like I said, some good, interesting conversations. Some of them might be triggering. I ain't gonna hold you, but they pretty good, man. Like, you know, and she's still attractive. So I mean, I'll fuck with her. Like, I mean,
Yeah, sure.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yo, Black Wolf said, you know, she capping for 3 reasons. 1, she assumes that the ladies are not lying. 2, she has no accent. And 3, no icon speaking too much bullshit. She definitely capping, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Those pretty good reasons.
She might not think she capping, but you know what I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just a bunch of. I just really can't get behind. You say you don't want these men. You know, these are the dusties. You know what I mean? These are the men that you say are no good, and whatever the case is. And now these men are like, you know what? I want to go and explore my options. Like, you know, I have this passport. The world is at the palm of my hands. I want to see what else is available to me. And now it's almost like now y'all want to use your Twitter fingers to go and spread the word. Like, yo, the black man is coming. The black man is coming. Like, it's like fucking like a massacre about to happen. It's like, yo, bro, let them be great, man. And we're not condoning, you know, any men to just be reckless, you know what I mean, and go overseas and just, you know, have sex with whoever and abuse them. But for the men, and from my understanding of the passport bros is men that's genuinely looking for quality women that they eventually want to settle down with and start a family with. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if we talking about those passport bros, then yeah, they're going in search to look for quality women that still value marriage and value those principles. Like, you know what I mean? And plus it helps that the cost of living is cheaper because of course you want your money to stretch as much as possible. Like, why pay fucking $400,000 for a house here when that $400,000 get you fucking probably multiple houses? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could build generational wealth with that. Like, so the fact that, you know, these women are so like, yo, up in arms with this is like, it's crazy to me.
I think I would have been more inclined to even listen to her, you know, or even believe anything she said if she spoke on experience of, you know, men out there actually looking for genuine love. You get what I'm saying? Or genuine connections. Like every man that went out there that, you know, wasn't just out there looking for whores. And if they kept finding you, clearly she's the whore. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to look. It's all about your surroundings and what you looking for. If she's looking for a lick, that's what she's gonna find. Somebody that's gonna come lick her, and that's it. So, I mean, that can't be her only experience.
I would like to hear from like a wife or a girlfriend on one of the passport bros, like see what they have to say.
Definitely, they were definitely tuned in on TikTok, man. I might have to invite a couple. We might have to do that. I don't know, next live stream. We might have to figure that out, man, because a lot of them that actually reached out to us. And, you know, was very appreciative of, you know, our stance on it about, you know, obviously the quality of women and, you know, how much they value family and things of that nature. And like I said, y'all know me, man. I love the black community. I love black love. You know what I mean? I'm always going to fight for that. But I can't be mad at black men or women that don't feel like they are getting their value when it comes to, you know, relationships and dating, and they want to choose to go out and explore their options. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm not really an advocate for people going, like, black men or women bashing one another and being like, oh, well, the men over here is this way, or the women over here is like, just do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And without bringing anybody down, like, you get what I'm saying? But ultimately, shit, I would like for us to stay together. Or shit, if y'all gonna go out, so how many black people on this earth is there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like there's a lot of black people on this planet. So you know, you don't got to be limited. Okay, you don't got to be limited to your city or your state or your country. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yo, Eli, real quick, the new wig ain't come in last week.
It's coming in tomorrow. Like, it'll be available for the next live stream. Like, yo, your new veneers came in, nigga. Like, yo,
you feel me?
Okay. And a new house.
And a new house. Yo, can you get that glass of water over there for me real quick? Like, yo.
You said what?
You get that glass of water on top of the piano for me real quick?
Or are you doing the show with the passport bros? I see you. I see your background.
He in a B&B right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
don't worry about my background.
Yo, again, man, if y'all just joining, man, make sure you hit that like button. If y'all want to send us super chats, we reading all super chats. Definitely appreciate it. We got memberships as well. You get exclusive content. And yeah, if y'all just joining in, we reacted to a couple of videos that some of our subscribers sent to us. We're gonna react to it and give our thoughts on it, and appreciate y'all, man. So let's get into this next one, man. Shout out to Cruise Season, man. Like I said, they over there doing quality work over there, man. Like, they got quality panels. You know what I mean? I tune in from time to time when I can. And they always got quality conversations, man. So shout out to Crew Season.
Oh, shout out to SB. I see SB on the panel. I mean, shout out to SB.
I didn't even peep though. That's crazy. Like, shout out to SB, man. Security boss, man. She definitely be holding it down too. We might have to get her back on the panel as well, man. So let's see. They got this dude. Obviously, y'all familiar with the Auston guy. He seems to be the face of the Passport Bros nowadays. So they got him to pull up. I did try to reach out to him actually, but I didn't know how to reach out to this dude. I tried to look up his information. Clearly I don't got that connect. So I mean, Crew Season went out and did that favor for us. So we're gonna go and react to today's video and see what this Auston dude got to say, man.
Real quick, man. The man of the hour is here, man. We're getting a round of applause, man. Welcome you to Crew Season properly, man. Because I damn sure got a couple questions.
Y'all can hear everything. I need me to turn it up.
I think we got a member though. Shout out.
Wait, shout out to Black Wolf. You know what I mean? We got a new member in the building. Shout out to Black Wolf.
Oh, yeah, sure. Shout out to y'all. Well, I'm working on the sound effects, man. Once I get these sound effects up and running, man, we gonna
looking real mean in the green. I see you, man. Shout out to you, bro. But I think you need to turn it up a little bit.
I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
Right off the top of my head, man. We don't have to unpack. Again, man, you become known as like the face of this Passport Bros movement. Even though I know you're on record saying that you never wanted it, you never claimed that. But fact is, you are. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I want to get your ideology as to why you feel so strongly about, you know what, hey man, I'm about to get up out the States, because you from Texas and that's my state. And I already know the multitude of women that are out here. So for you to be out here, experience that, and say, you know what, this shit ain't gonna work. I'm about to leave the entire country. What's the thought process behind that, bro?
I just kept running into a bunch of bullshit. I'm gonna say that. And I went to Brazil, and I have not talked to anybody since I got back. And now I'm not in the United States anymore because it's really that bad. I mean, where is it that good at?
You ever been to Houston?
No, I was in Dallas.
Okay, we'll see that. What?
Yeah, Dallas got them too, though.
Yeah.
My best friend lives in Dallas.
My girl from Dallas.
All that.
Can I ask
North Carolina?
South Carolina.
I have a question. If you had one chance in the U.S. to find like a good-looking woman that is submissive and traditional, would you take it in the U.S.?
No. No.
Now,
I won't ever be back.
Oh boy, got his mindset. He like, nah, I don't want no American. I don't go fuck. Like, yo, you go find me the perfect woman, bro. Like, nah, I'm good over here, homie. Like, I'm overseas with it, man. Like, you know what I mean?
But why would he? I can't agree with that.
But why would he say yes if he found the love of his life over there? If I'm in a loving, great relationship, and somebody asked me that, why would I be like, oh yeah, for sure I would do that? You know what I mean, I'm happy with the woman I'm with. What do you expect that to give?
She's giving him a hypothetical. She's not even talking about what he's. That's like somebody giving me a hypothetical. I'm in a relationship right now, right? If you guys gave me a hypothetical, I would say if I had a chance to find a good woman, hell yeah, I'll give it a shot. Now, if it was just say a woman that looked good, then I'd be like, hell no, I'm gonna keep my chances over here.
Let me tell you right now, man.
Good quality woman.
You and that good woman gonna be arguing that night, nigga. What you mean you trying to find a good woman?
If you don't think that them women don't argue over there, you're an idiot. Women argue across the globe. But if we had a robot woman, she would still argue. I'm telling y'all.
If I got the love of my life and somebody asked me that question, I'm saying no. I already found the love of my life. I don't need to go back to the States for nothing, bro. That's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah, but that's assuming that he got. I don't think he got a girl. Like I think he just over there. Like, but we gonna get into it.
How you the face of the Passport Bros? He ain't got no girl. Wait,
we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. Like, let's go.
You met someone outside of the United States submissive.
Prophecy said, not gonna lie, felt like they were trying to bash homie. The questions felt condescending. So I guess he was watching the clip already. Diamond Jim said, last one, promise. Whatever narrative, good or bad or otherwise, I can find some here that fits the image.
Hey, why you saying last one? Nah, keep them shits coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, keep them shits coming, man. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and you speaking facts, man. That's a fact.
Traditional and good looking?
Yeah, but I got content to make right now, so.
Okay, so
I
you
can't,
don't want to get married because you met
Not yet,
a
I'm 20 I'm
marriage
23.
material and you didn't marry that person.
I'm 23.
Okay.
Well, I didn't find a lot of material. They wouldn't marriage material. They wasn't shit, actually. That's why I keep saying that.
Well, then what was the most?
I don't know. He does kind of like, he say he's 23. He does kind of come off like
immature.
I don't want to say. I think he has a lot. He still has a lot to learn. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I, like I said, I respect him for going out and exploring his options. But you know, the fact that his mind is so stuck, like, nah, these women, like, you ain't really lived. Like, he honestly ain't really been on this earth that long enough, and I doubt he's dealt with enough women. And I could be wrong that he knows what all, like, the majority of women, at least in America, you know, is kind of determinate on and stuff like that. But you know, I could be wrong.
He's clearly not looking for a relationship. So if you have a player's mentality, of course you're gonna deal with a whole bunch of toxic shit. You get what I'm saying? Where, you know, women out there maybe, you know, looking for licks. So they're gonna be saying what he wants. They're gonna be sympathizing for him. They're gonna be making him feel comfortable. You know, where a woman right here would make question his judgment, whether some are good or bad, but the good ones he's coming across. If you're not looking for a relationship, how do you expect to find out if she's a great quality woman?
Yeah, I don't think he's a great representation of the passport bros, because like Eli said, he hasn't had a lot of experience. Now, I mean, it seems like he's very young and just going through the motions and experiencing what he's experiencing right now. But
and I could be wrong. Usually when I think of passport bros, I usually think of not older men, but usually men in their 30s, like, you know what I mean, 30s going to 40s that, you know, have built some type of stability for themselves and now trying to build a value family and want to build a family. I really think of those. Like, I don't think of it like somebody younger than 25. I don't think of them as a passport bros. Like, you know, just like how he said, he's just dating. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just somebody that just wants to date. And,
but I will say you can't see the quality in just dating. You can't see the quality of women in the area by just dating. So
yeah, that is true. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, he did say he wasn't. He's not the face of it. I think everybody just put that on him because you know he's just been the vocal person, I guess, right now. He's the most popular person right now coming out that quote unquote passport bro space.
And y'all don't find that suspicious? Dr. Umar's voice, like, y'all don't find that suspicious?
Suspicious? What's suspicious?
I'm just saying, ironically, the woman that was on a previous video, the man that she explained for passport bros was a man that was just paying for pussy. And now they're trying to make the face of the passport bros a younger dude that's, you know, not really looking for.
They can easily tear down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's, you know, so the image of it, you know, why haven't we had a passport bro where a man had a successful relationship or had a great experience with doing that? Why are there only negative, you know, aspects, and why is it the negative black man at that? You get what I'm saying? So I find that very suspicious on that point for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure there's numerous situations where women are happy to have a black man. I even heard on TikTok where a Philippine woman said she met, you know, the love of her life who was black after, you know, seeing our post. So to paint this image of, you know, black men being horny fucks that's just flying over everywhere trying to get pussy, I don't think that symbolized what passport bros was or is.
Preaching.
All right, let me get back to this real quick.
I don't know, I guess fucked up thing about them. Yeah, like if you had just narrowed it down to something specific.
They're not feminine at all. They like to argue. They call you bro. I'm not your fucking bro. I am not your bro. There's some shit my homeboys call me.
I agree with that shit.
I always question that. Why do they call them bros?
Well, I mean, especially being in Dallas, bro is slang down there, so they gonna throw that around, just not even in a disrespectful way. That's just how they talk. But I could definitely see the point there. But again, I just got confusion with it being so many women in this state, and you saying that you couldn't find one that was feminine and cooperative, and not, you know, again calling you bro, being super.
But again, I can understand. Listen, I don't think it's really up to a man or a woman to sit there and go through the whole state to figure out, to find out one woman. Like if he sees that, if from his understanding that there are genuinely more better quality women elsewhere, like why not, expedite that time and go elsewhere to find a woman of quality? You know what I mean? Instead of trying to go through every single woman and going through all these, trauma-filled like experiences to find out one woman that's gonna be feminine, fit, cooperative, like all of these traits. When he's probably looking at it like, listen, I could go overseas, my money stretched further, and the women are just much more naturally feminine and submissive, quote unquote. So I can understand that part, but again, man, I gotta see his mindset really to determine like what type of person or what he's looking for specifically. Like
masculine, trying to argue, because I'm gonna be honest, man. I know a lot of women right off the top of my head who are just not like that, and I think a lot of times the like loud minority kind of skews people's mindsets. And again, I don't know your experience per se, but you are pretty young. But like throughout your entire time here, you're saying that you never found one that was feminine, cooperative, looked good, and who was ready, who was willing to ride with you. Not one.
So running into masculine women that don't treat you right, what would you say that does to your mind state?
For me, it would make me want to adjust.
Wait, he didn't answer the question. I wanted to get the answer.
I'm about to get an answer. So when you run into a masculine woman that doesn't treat you right, what does that do to your mind state?
Keep it pushing.
That's not the woman for me.
Move on to the next.
Well, I'm not asking what is your response. What is that? How does that make you feel in the moment?
You don't like it. You go find something that you do like.
Yeah, I think what he's trying to get at is that it's like men. We all know, we've dealt with rejection on a larger scale. Like, you get what I'm saying? After a while, that rejection is kind of in the back of your head, like, you know what I mean? Or you just dealing with somebody who comes off, as super masculine or whatever the case is. Like, it's a certain type of trauma that you build over the years. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I think maybe what he's trying to get at is, he's dealt with so many masculine women that he's just at this point, he's just like, yo, he's just tired of it. Maybe you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
I think another thing they're not taking into account is that they the difference in age groups. They talking about they know quality women, but how old are these women that they talking about? They talking about they peers. They might be in their 30s with mature women. He probably dealing with women who 21, 22, and
we get real toxic around that time. I ain't gonna hold
real toxic, real masculine. Real masculine. Them young women, real masculine these days, bro. So I mean, they might. That's something to consider as well.
Yeah, that is a different level of. You know what it is? It's like I always kind of make this comparison, and I always bring this back to the mothers, especially in our community, because that's the first woman that we will meet in our lives and that we will love in our lives. And a lot of the mothers, if you look at it, they don't really have that relationship with their sons, like that feminine relationship with their sons. That their mothers have been masculine for the most part of their whole lives. If you think about every hood movie, if you look at the dynamic between the mother and the son, the mother is always painted as overly masculine, overly aggressive, overly this, that, and third. So naturally, when you go and meet a woman who is just naturally feminine, it's such a different almost dichotomy, because it's like you're not used to that energy, that soft feminine energy. Like, you're so used to being around masculine women that's trying to throw the hands with you. The motherfuckers are trying to slap box you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so you go to a different, and I'm not saying it's about all women, but this is how some men are feeling, where they feel much more, the energy is just much more attractive. It's just much more soft. I want to be around you. It's not a headache. You know what I mean? So I think maybe that's what he's trying to get at, but let me let the tape roll real quick, man.
Reject.
Get them likes up, man. I'm about to do a Kevin Samuels. I will go on commercial break in this motherfucker. Like,
Eli
Samuels coming out. Yeah, where my glasses at, man? Stop playing with me. Now, but get them likes up for real. It really helps us out. Like I said, if y'all do want to support us, y'all can send super chats. We're reading all super chats. We appreciate everybody for joining and taking time out of your night to join us. So
special shout out to King Confidence. I see him in that green. You heard?
Oh yeah, shout out to King, man.
That's my bro.
So what I'm hearing is fuck your life up a little bit longer, then become a passport bro.
Fuck your life up.
Nope.
You're 23. And you need to go ahead and knock somebody up and get put on child support, and then you got.
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime shoppers big. Are you still using Prime? Because of
oh man,
damn.
Clearly, I don't got premium. Right?
I was waiting on that one too.
There you go.
You froze.
He was lagging. He was lagging.
You were lagging a little bit. We couldn't hear the end.
Go and say it again.
So, what you're saying is fuck your life up and keep going through bad experiences, and then try something else that is proven to work.
Nope.
I would say.
So what
no.
type of woman?
Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask him first to get an understanding. What type of woman are you attracted to? Because the one in the video, she mushed you. So what kind of woman? Like, what's your preference? I don't care if she's sitting right there. She mushed you. So if you're saying those traits, they call you bro and stuff like that, and her body language didn't look inviting. I'm going off the video. What is your type in America? You know what I'm saying? Like that you kept experiencing something bad, and then what is your type when you go overseas?
If an American woman was on the phone, you would be mad, and she's doing the same thing.
I'm on a live stream.
No, I really.
No, she was doing it on the video too.
Question.
She was doing it on the video too. She was on the phone.
Sayeda's question. I just want to know what is his preference that was in Texas that's different from his preference overseas, to where her body language could have been the same in America, but it would have been deemed disrespectful or not feminine.
I get my preference.
I think that'd be going to like the and y'all could jump in at any time or whatever, but I think that goes to like the narrative of like you know, Hispanic women when they, you know, black women are painted as, you know, loud and obnoxious and whatever the case is, but then, you know, when Hispanic women or white women do the same thing, it looks like they say it's spicy, or, you know, they got that spicy flavor. I think that's maybe what she's trying to get at, because she's saying like, hey, basically that woman seems to not really respect you according to what she seems as much, or whatever the case is. Like, what's the difference between that and American women? Like, you know what I mean? But I mean, I could have misinterpreted that wrong, which I think.
I mean, we don't know what the scenario was. They might have just been playful. You know what I mean? It might have just been a playful video that he posted online with his shorty. I don't know. I didn't see the video, so yeah, I can't really speak on the scenario. So yeah,
I get way more respect from black women outside of the United States. I'm just gonna say that.
And what do you mean by that? Way more
she
respect,
ain't black, but
she
like, ain't black, but I'm in Thailand at the same time. There's black people aren't from here.
Okay, no, I'm saying you said you get more respect. So I'm assuming this is outside of the basic human respect that strangers give one another. So you're saying in relationship wise, what do you mean by more respect?
Well, you said human respect, like, and that's the thing too. And this is what we guys talked about in that clip about the level of respect. Like men are very, in my eyes, obviously because I'm a man, but and I speak to most men. But we are very simple creatures. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very few qualities that we just want from our women, like the loyalty, feminine, cooperative, and respectful. Like, you get what I'm saying? If men on bulk are saying they are not getting that, then I don't think you should like almost antagonize them or shame them. And you know what I mean? It's almost like we're shaming men, or you just can't handle a woman in America. That, like, instead of shaming him, like, yo, like, why don't y'all just ask these men questions? Like, you know what I mean? If y'all think they dating outside their race so much, listen, why are you dating outside your race? I think if we ask more questions instead of getting offended by somebody dating outside their race, you know what I mean, we would learn a lot more and probably be able to fix a lot of the issues, maybe.
I cannot ignore the fear that he might have, you know, in situations with, you know, the woman in America. You know what I'm saying? You have to do so much to please them and to keep their attention when, you know, that it's like their options is always open. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's hard to compete with a dude that may have more money than you. He may have more of this than you. So I understand what he's saying, where he goes to Thailand and he's probably feeling like the prize or the center of attention or getting that. But, you know, at the same time, I think he's there for a different reason than what an actual passport bro is there for. So,
yeah, I think it's just a lot to please a woman, especially in the U.S. I mean, You got 70% of divorces filing because of finances. Then even when a man has the finances, but he don't have the time because he's out there making the finances, you still got women cheating on him. So it's like you got to find a crazy balance in order to have a successful marriage these days.
Yeah,
if it's simpler, then why not go with simpler?
That's true, man. Not simple. Like,
but number one, I can be a man and not be shamed for it. That's the main one of them. Shame. You know, everything is toxic masculinity. Everything is somebody trying to control somebody. It's just a bunch of bullshit, and I'm not dealing with it.
What is being a man? You said I could just be a man, just unapologetically. What does that look like to you?
Number one, you could lead a woman, but then you're being somebody's daddy or controlling. So I'm not dealing with that shit either.
Man,
it sounds like he needs more experience, in my opinion, because
I'm getting way more experience overseas than I would have ever gotten in the States.
Okay,
are the women submissive? Are the women there in Thailand submissive?
There's a day
every
and night
single
difference.
one. Is every single one like that?
Of course, you got an exception, but it's the opposite. In the United States, you're gonna run into more masculine women than you would here. They're everywhere, but I'm just not I was about to say something crazy, but I'm just not bumping into motherfuckers that's just masculine out here.
You're not bumping into.
I'm a little disappointed. Like I said, I figured he was going to carry himself in a different manner. Like I don't know. Like I've never really watched any of his videos, but I just thought he would represent himself in a different manner. Maybe he might. I don't know. We still got some time, but
you don't agree with that statement that you'll find less masculine women outside of the U.S.?
No, I do agree with that. I think that was a lot of things that he's saying is his personal experience, and he's valid on having those experiences. He's probably 100% right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why.
I think you expecting more from him because they making him the face, like you were saying, bro.
Probably.
He's 23, bro. Like when I was 23, that's how I was talking to, bro. You can't.
I agree with that 100%.
You can't expect a mature response. He articulating himself the way he know how to, man. And he's speaking facts, like you said, bro. Like you said, when you go outside the United States, it's less masculinity. When you stay here, it's more.
I mean, that's fair. That's a valid point. That's valid points, man.
To them. So you're expecting them to bump into you? Are you going out and actively?
No. Well, let me be a little more specific. I'm not bumping into them left and right. You know what I mean?
Right. So they're not in mass, but you're only looking for one. So you know that majority of the in mass that you meet are not going to be her. So why is that like a shock?
In the United. What are you asking?
I'm saying majority. You're saying majority of the women that you're meeting are not the type of women that, they're not the one, but you're only looking for one. So majority of the one that you meet probably won't be the one because you are not going to get along with majority of the women. So why would you think that you should?
In the United States, the majority of the women are not fit to deal with me.
I definitely don't agree with her.
They're not.
Or are you not?
What do you mean?
Like she's trying to trip him up with some shit about. Of course, you're trying to find one. Like, of course, he's trying to find one. He's not trying to talk to multiple. But in his journey of trying to find that one, he shouldn't have to deal with 50 fucking crazy, psycho, toxic, masculine chicks. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's gonna turn him away. Of course, he's gonna feel like women are more appealing when he fly across somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So her approach on saying, well, you're trying to find one, you're not trying to find a lot. Like, yeah, but in his experience, he don't want to have to deal with all that shit. They don't have to deal with all that shit. Men are courting them, men are treating them well, men are showing that we have to be providers. I don't understand why it's not the same shit in return.
Kayla is not the best representative for this conversation, but I ain't gonna front. Kayla, I do find Kayla very attractive. I love melanated skin on black women, like, you know what I mean. But her attitude and her personality is a little bit, you know what I mean. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Kayla though, man. She need to pull up on the stream, man.
Sound like she feeding into that stereotype, but that's another conversation. Super chat from Gary Grant. He says 70% of us in the United States are overweight. 70% of, I guess you mean our women in the United States are overweight, and 60% of them are extra big. What are the choices here at home? Why should men put up with the struggle with them?
I mean, listen, I don't know the exact data on that, but men do value, fit women, you know what I mean, and shape women. And obviously, if we have a high obesity rate, that is not the best thing as far as, men are visual creatures, you know what I mean? So,
that's a fact. Prophecy said, my thing is, if these are the lames, why are they worried about what he's doing if you don't consider them an option? That's
also
fact.
true. Very true.
I agree with that. The only pushback I have on that is if I totally agree with what you're saying, but again, if you have men like this guy who is going around saying, well, the women in America is, masculine and they're not submissive. And you know what I mean? He's kind of painting all women under that umbrella. You get what I'm saying? So, now if he says some women, now this is why I can see why women would care, because women that are minding their business, now they're getting lumped in, with, that's like when women say men ain't shit or whatever the case is. Like, and then
they've been saying that shit for decades.
Yeah, what the fuck I did? I ain't, like, you know what I'm saying? So now automatically I feel triggered because you wasn't specific on who you was talking about. You just put everybody in that category, like, you know what I mean?
And I hear what you're saying, but who said he's not triggered by all the people coming at him?
No, he could be very much triggered. You know what I'm saying?
So this might be the response to his triggers, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
He also said, also the reason he is giving short answers is because before he came on the panel, they were clowning him.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole stream. It was like 4 hours long. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these streamers, they be out here streaming. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the motherfuckers be out here streaming for 6 hours, 7 hours. I be like, God damn, like.
Yo, look at SB face though. She looked disgusted. Like,
yeah, she ain't say. She only said like.
What she said? Anything yet?
Yeah, she asked if they was submissive. I think.
Oh. Yeah. Yo, shout out to Key Confidence. He said, yo, man, love and respect. I'm always support the team and the movement till the wheels fall off. Keep up the excellent work, fellas. Yo, shout out, buddy.
Yo, my bro. Appreciate you.
Yo, appreciate that, man.
That's the last one.
All right, let me get to this.
You said that. So you said you in particular, you possess a certain amount of traits, and those women and other you having more options of other women that possess the qualities that you prefer versus in America.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It just seems there's a lot of men
in America, they won't allow you to be a man.
No,
they won't.
You're supposed to be a pronoun guy.
Wait, is that from YouTube or you mean like in real
I don't know
life?
what that means.
If you ain't heard it, if you have not heard about the pronouns, I don't know where you've been at.
Yeah, I'm asking you. I ain't been where you
we
been.
know the pronouns.
I'm
kind of a little more grown.
them.
Every day in the United States, men are being emasculated day by day. I'm not dealing with that shit.
But see that right there is the part that that right there is the point that I can't wrap my head around, because you say you're not dealing with it, right? So just like you said, because it sounds to me like you just jump into extremes, which is, whatever, if that's what you choose to do. But I think there's a lot of room between me fucking my life up to learn lessons, or you just improving yourself as a person to be able to recognize shit better. Because I think even despite those instances, I'm sure there's some instances out there that you done ran into. Clearly, I mean, you made national news for some accusations and shit that you did not do, right? So that's a learning curve. But my issue is that why is it so hard with so many different types of women? Because again, we can't just speak about the states as if, okay, all of these women are just monolith. These women is masculine, these women is this, these women is that. So my thing is this, like, where's the sense of self accountability? Like, why do I keep running into or dealing with? Because just like you asked, you like, what would you do if you ran into that? Me and that woman would never be in any type of relationship at all, ever. Because again, once I recognize that, it's over with. So, which is why I asked you. I said, have you ever so you're telling me that you hadn't ran into one, and it sounds to me like you saying that you never have. In 23 years of living in the States, not one woman that's submissive and that's willing to follow the plan?
I mean, they're out there. Probably not sexually attracted to
them. Not one ever.
I can say something real crazy, but I'm just saying. When I was in Brazil, you can find them that you're sexually attracted to them, and they'll act the way how you want. Versus here in the States, it's gonna take you a while. I'll probably be older than everybody on this panel before I find out.
Act how you want.
I think his preference is great. I think if he's getting the results over there where he
see Kayla focus on the act how you want part, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she not, and I understand where he's coming from, like, but again, when women hear the act how you want, they automatically go into, oh, you must want a slave. And that's exactly what Kayla was thinking. Like, oh, he just want a slave. He just want somebody that's going to do what he say and shut up. Like, you know what I mean? And that's not necessarily what men are saying. Like, you know what I mean?
And I don't like how you say, oh, in your 23 years of life, when you start dating seriously in your life, you ain't dating 15, 16. When you get to maybe 21, maybe 23, like you probably not even at that seriously dating stage yet.
Mm-hmm.
But that's even worse than, like, he only had a couple of years of dating and he already realized, damn, all these women ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta go out overseas to find me a woman. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
like, smart people. I forgot to say this, but basically, you learn from the mistakes of others, nigga. Like, that's basically to say, like, so he might be looking at these passport bros and listening to what they're saying, mixing it with the experiences he's had thus far, and now he's like, all right, so if I'm having these experiences and these guys who are older than me have these same experiences, then what am I doing here?
I still don't understand how a 23-year-old could be the fucking face of passport bros, and this shit been happening for years.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But he just got his passport.
He did say he not the face of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to make him the face.
He said it. I don't think he's wrong in his opinion and how he feel and even his preference. I'm just saying, how did society? Where did all the news reports? Like, why did they click on his video? Like, why did they choose him? You get what I'm saying? So that part is just very suspicious to me. I swear.
Yo, who's the passport bro before who was the leader of the passport bros before this dude? I guess like,
him.
You know, let us know because, like I said, I'm not too well versed on the passport bro. Obviously, I know it's been a thing. But and these white men out here doing the exact same thing again. Is different when white men do something, but when black men do it now, it's being demonized, and you know what I mean. Like, it's like looked at a certain way, and some of that is on us. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these dudes is out there. I'm not saying us as me, but some of these dudes out here is being reckless. You know what I mean? Irresponsible, and they are essentially giving passport bros a bad name, and I think that's something that needs to be addressed as well.
Can find him a wife. I think that works for him.
No, Lucky, he said he wasn't looking for a wife. That he's 23, he's young, he's just having fun. So I'm thinking in my head, if you're talking to an American woman that's like we said, a lot of women are looking to get married, and you are in their space just looking to have.
Wait, they are? A lot of women in America looking to get married?
I don't know.
I mean, we had a lot of them on our show saying they ain't trying to get married. I don't know.
That is also true.
So I don't know.
They looking for a nigga to provide,
but you want them to follow your lead.
Well,
I'm not understanding. Why would they be cooperative with that?
But the women in America may be looking for something more serious than he's ready for. Maybe they're putting too many expectations.
If he's not ready to get married outside of the United States, he's not married. He's not willing to marry in the U.S.
And those women.
I like how they like answer for the nigga. Like, the nigga right there, like he can answer for himself. Like answer for
instigating.
Aren't pressuring him for marriage. They're willing to act how he wants them to act, which is just cooperative with whatever he decides to do.
And you know what? I just wanted to say, Auston, I'm not against men traveling, exploring. Even if you say you're not ready for marriage, I'm not against that. I'm not in the United States. I'm not against that. I'm against men traveling to countries like mine, trying to travel to countries like my country, and like poisoning the culture and not doing any good to our cultures. I saw the video of what happened in Brazil. I've seen another video of what happened in Dominican Republic and what these men are doing. So that's what I'm not, condoning.
Listen, I don't want.
Yo, what? Poisoning their culture? What the fuck? Yo, most of these countries are living off of tourism in the first place, nigga. So what she talking about poisoning their culture, bro? Like,
yeah, I was going to say, like, we gonna act like sex tourism ain't been a thing in like these countries, bro. Y'all women have been giving up that cat for these tourists. You know what I mean? Married women. You know what I mean? Like, so don't act like this is a new phenomenon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and how he poisoning the culture if he's saying that they're quality women where he's going? Like they just trying to flip it and make everything he's saying negative at this point, bro. Like that don't make no sense, bro.
But again, I don't know. Maybe I gotta continue to watch the video. I just thought that because they is trying to press this thing. You got Kayla and Lucky over here. They really trying to press this thing. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah. I would have thought that he would have had more of a better response. You know what I mean? To kind of combat some of the, allegations or whatever.
He's 23 years old.
Like I said, you put too much on this young man, bro. Living his life, bro. Like, let me get to the super chat. Also, let's not forget that Fox Soul, a black show, tried to paint him as a sex trafficker and try to belittle him. Then for Crew Season to try to clown him now, he's supposed to hold frame. That's a fact, man. That's how y'all. Is this the energy you giving me? I might not want to give y'all no proper answers, man. So
yeah, but who is that helping? That ain't helping you out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm sure ain't helping you out, but
it ain't not helping him. He's still gonna live his life at the end of the day. What is this doing for him?
But if he's getting kicked out of countries, nigga, like, and they putting out fucking posters, like, I don't know, they saying that they kicked that nigga out of Brazil. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Prophecy said the reason why they choose him was because they wanted to demonize the movement and shame black men for going their own way. It's just a way to shame us. Another shame attack.
Listen, I can
find that suspicious.
I can't believe that.
Find that suspicious Jew.
Yeah, man.
We got more?
No, that's it.
Pretty much. I'm
Where
not.
Where are you?
El Salvador.
I'm about to go to her country. Yep.
I got a question.
Well,
I'm gonna say it. I got a question for you, Auston, because I'm just curious. So, like, for example, in one of your videos, you were talking to your boys, and you said you was conversing with a woman for a couple minutes, you asked for a number, and she said you probably get women all the time or whatever. So
that
why
was
did
in
you?
the United States.
So cool, but why did you run from that situation instead of going further into the conversation?
Because that was a dumb statement she made. What the hell was I supposed to say back to that?
You could say flirt with her
That's
back.
like, no.
She was giving you a compliment.
She was flirting,
and it went over your head.
She was not flirting. I done been around women and flirted, and that was not it. She did not do a good job.
Okay,
but
do you mind saying exactly what she had said?
Well, she was just like, we were talking for a little bit, and then I was like, here, let me, I want your number. We see each other later. She's like, basically like, you look like you get numbers all the time. So I'm like, thanks for telling me that. So, I asked for your number. So I'm not going to give you my number.
That's flirting.
All right, so I walked off on her ass. And
to women, that's flirting. Women.
That is definitely flirting.
Bro, if I ask you for your number and you talk about, you look like you get numbers, it sounds like you're playing hard to get, man.
No. She's acknowledged that a lot of women like you. That's flirting for a woman. A woman is
what you saying.
A woman admitting that you can get a numerous amount of other women, put you higher on the radar chart. You might even got the pussy without even doing anything.
But if I'm
saying you're a fuck nigga.
All right, but if I'm asking, it sounds like you playing hard to get though.
No, not at all.
He asking for her number. She saying you look like you get another number. It's like you don't need.
You gonna give me yours? You gonna be the next number on my phone?
I mean, obviously that would be the follow up. You know what I mean?
You trying to get killed?
What?
Oh, not like that.
Yo, not word, like yo,
not like that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But you made me lose my train of
That's poor choice of words right there. Poor choice of words.
Down their care with Cottonelle. The candles are lit and the playlist is fire. But before it goes down, clean yourself up with strong cleaning ripples that remove
this is super chat so we get YouTube premium.
That's what I'm saying. Like shit, we at least.
Oh, where's Niji? Oh, it's a Tuesday. He probably ain't even realize we're going live tonight.
Oh yeah, that is true. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, let's get that.
Like coming back later, like Want my number? What you want my number for now? Anyway,
that nigga sound like he playing hard to get.
That's like going to a bar. That's like going to a barber shop and saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna sit in your chair because you look like you get a lot of clients."
What?
Who says that?
So, Austin, are you a high earner?
I don't want to get into my finance, but when I was in the United States, I was making over 10 grand a month. So
you're definitely not socially awkward. So we were a little off on that, but I figured you to be maybe a high earner.
I'm very entertaining. Yes.
Yeah.
Got that right. That's correct.
Come on, crew season. Tell them.
I mean, look, man. I mean, at the end of the day, his mind is made up. It's a situation.
They pressing crew season like, yo, man, talk that shit y'all was talking before. Like y'all was talking the shit backstage. Like, yo, they say that shit to his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shout out to crew season, man. Like,
that's not like
he just
That sound like, babe, get him. Like, you want him
yeah.
talk.
You was talking that shit, man, babe. You was talking that shit. Like, yeah.
I just gonna have to live this. He young, man. Now I got a grasp on it. It's just like, because again, you speak in such extremes. I can't argue with extremes because reality is there are one side of the spectrum that's extreme, another side of the spectrum that's extreme, and there's a lot of fucking room.
But again, we do gotta have that same energy. That's one thing that we need to have, that same energy. You see how he's giving women grace, and I agree with him. But we also have to say the same thing when we hear our women speak. So have so much vitriol towards us. We don't never give them the same grace. Like, well, you speaking out the extreme. Like, it's not like, you know what I mean. We gotta give both sides the benefit of the grace of the benefit of the doubt, man. Because as he is vouching for the majority of the women, the quality women, nobody's ever vouching for black men when, our women are saying, we dusties, we deadbeats, we, murderers and all this other stuff. Nobody's really coming to our defense and saying, hey, well, those are just the guys you are dealing with. Like, there's a lot of quality. I mean, obviously we say that, but, I don't see the women having that same grace. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, it's a fact. Yo,
in between then, and you cannot sit here and tell me
that
in the state of
Let me get the super chat from Dozy. He said they were pressing him. He got pressing in all the caps, you can see, taking the worst of the passport bros and painting the whole movement. But Austin did a poor job expressing himself. Props to y'all. More wins ahead for Dailyrapupcrew. Eli the Godson. They got to get the likes.
They got to get them likes up. Yo, stop. Matter of fact, hold on. So y'all playing out here. I don't even know what the shit looking like, man. Like, what a control. I'm fucking with y'all. Like, yo. Ew, but for real, get them likes up.
That was a warning, man. That was a warning.
That was just a warning shot, man. Y'all playing with us. And it literally take half a second. You just got to go to the bottom of the screen, hit the little the thumb likes up, like hit that, and then that's it, bro. Like, leave a comment while you're there. Like, I know I'm asking for too much now, but
don't bring out Eli Samuels, man. Don't bring him out.
I will. I will. I'm like, what's the? I'm like Superman. When he go into the booth and he changes his shit. Like,
gotta find them glasses, man. So,
I don't know what them shits is at.
Glasses come up, people know you ain't playing.
He lying. He got them shits right in his do-rag right now. Click a button and then whoop.
I went through the what's this shit where the nigga spin around in the chair and then he turned into a different costume and shit like that? Like, that's about to be me. Like, so
yeah,
Texas. That you have not ran into multiple women who are attractive, who are cooperative, who are willing to submit to you. That if you're telling me that,
you don't get all
I ain't got nothing else to add to this conversation.
But do you also
that shit is crazy to me? Like, it's crazy.
Is it a certain preference or?
I think that's a little bit disingenuous because I've seen plenty of Crew Season content, and shout out to Crew Season, but they talk about this all the time on their channel. Like, you know what I mean? They're very aware that there is a lot of women out here that are operating in their masculinity, and you know what I mean? Like, so to act like it's such a it's so absurd. Like, he can't picture. Like, a lot of men are saying that they're dealing with women that are not feminine. We just had a whole argument on an upcoming episode, by the way, You know what I mean? That episode was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but we just had a whole, debate about women not leading in their masculinity and why. I mean, not leading in their femininity and why they should be leading. Every episode, y'all know we deal with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that they're sounding like it's so rare. Like, I can't believe you're saying this. Like, men are experiencing this in real life. Like, you know what I mean?
I hate that argument when people talking about, oh yeah, I know a bunch of people that do this. I know a bunch of people do that, but you don't know a majority of people, bro. Like, your circle is not 1 million people. You feel me? So I hate when people use that argument, bro. Like, just look at the masses around. Like,
the biggest issue I have with this, they're ignoring the fact that he's being honest, right? Auston is being honest. He's saying he's not looking for a relationship. So any of these serious questions about him getting a serious relationship is not valid to his situation.
That's a fact.
Are we gonna force him to look for this woman that he might want to marry, but if he's not already in that element of not looking for a relationship, how could we expect him to find that? You get what I'm saying? I understand him saying even in his market of just talking and dating women, he's finding masculine women, which might be the reason why he doesn't want to settle down. You get what I'm saying? So which makes him want to explore more option and enjoy his youth, because there's no rush to get married to or look for a serious relationship because he sees nothing but toxicness over there on that side. So I don't understand how we could pressure him if he's out now, if he's manipulating and tricking and being a player, but looking for a relationship, then that's two different things. But he's open about being free and young.
Okay. Yo, we got a super chat from Manuel Hole. He said, yo, one of y'all mods blocked my channel, Black Wolf. Ain't that the new member that just joined? I wasn't trying to argue with this woman, but she did not have to hide me from the chat when I disagree with her. Did I come back? Me ain't sure, but does that warrant a ban? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that, man. Like, we want everybody to be respectful in the chat. If you feel like somebody is being, just time them out. You could time them out first. They keep repeatedly coming in and saying something. Then obviously, you could have, you could block them or whatever the case is. But if he's saying that, he just had a disagreement with her, I would have to obviously investigate that, whatever the case is. But
yeah, whoever that mod was, can you DM us? Let us know what the situation is, man.
Yeah.
We got another one from Bobby Wright. He said one woman expects a 30K engagement ring. Another one is bi and has a child, unmarried. Another one is a single mother, and the most quiet one is married. But Auston is tripping for leaving the West.
My son came through with the stats. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga brought up the stat sheet. Like,
I had to read that shit again once I realized who he was talking about.
Nigga brought up the box score with the X's and the checks and ones. Niggas got doubles over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it is really surprising that security boss, the one who in the successful relationship is the most quiet, man. So if she ain't got much smoke for him, that's saying a lot. You know what I mean?
Let me get back to this video. My fault.
There's a certain look that you're looking for as well. Like, does that play?
I tried them all. I tried them all.
So you're saying white women, Hispanic women, you're saying all women kind of have the same mannerisms, what you're saying?
Well, when I went outside of the black folks, it got a little better, but it still wasn't worth it.
Right, but what were you presenting to these women? The way that they respond to you has a lot to do with what you're presenting to them. If you're presenting to them a certain thing, you can't expect the opposite in return that you're not giving. If you're just playing around and she's not trying to play with you, that doesn't make her uncooperative. She's just not on the plan that you're on, which is that doesn't sound like a plan right now. So if she's not with that, that doesn't make her uncooperative. You haven't found anyone that's willing to be on your plan, no plan. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, well, I took the same game, as y'all like to call it. I took the same conversation overseas, and I got a day and night result. I say the same things I said 2 years ago, and it just works over here. And I was in heaven when I was in Salvador. I tell you that.
Well, I guess it's like basketball when guys in the NBA, they got to go overseas and they drop 50 a night compared to NBA.
You mean when they don't make it to the NBA?
Sometimes you gotta work on your game a little.
See, that to me is a little bit disingenuous. So you know what I mean? I don't know. That kind of comes off a little bit like, you know, oh, you saying it's almost like they saying, oh, well, you just not good enough over here, so you had to go overseas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened if overseas? Yo, them overseas players be better than some of the people in the league nowadays. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we talking basketball, like, you get what I'm saying? So, it comes off a little bit disingenuous. Like.
But realistically, he is a unicorn walking around El Salvador or wherever the hell he's at. You get what I'm saying? No disrespect to that, but, you know, what he's saying might be something new they never heard. It's unique. You know what I'm saying? So he will always be special in a place that, you know, got fucking 5% black people in the whole population. You get what I'm saying? So regardless, they're going to be attracted to him. He's going to draw attention. He's going to be different. And women want that one thing that nobody else can have. So she's in Japan, Brazil, and she got, you know, a man to fetishize, because they probably fetishizing over him, thinking black man equals big black dick. You get what I'm saying? So they gonna want to try it. And got money? Okay.
But this I go back to the grace thing, because when black women date outside their race, it's always you know, go where you're celebrated and not tolerated, and they're always celebrated. Like, you get what I'm saying? So now that men are going where they are celebrated and not tolerated, now it's like we're shaming him, and oh, you just wasn't good enough to make it over here type of situation. Like, you get what I'm saying? So
cool. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it, man. That's
always, man. Like, every time you see a black woman with a white man, yes, queen, you deserve the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when a black man does it, say, oh, you hate your mother and all this other crazy, you know, shaming stuff like that. Yeah. Man, I just like. Go ahead, King. My fault.
Yeah, let me get this super chat. Emmanuel said, I call her weak sauce for using her marriage as an excuse for why women need to be handled. That's a deflection tactic, not an answer. I know I can be a jerk sometimes, but even when I moderate, I don't ban people. You were wrong to ban me, miss. Man, if he just calling you a weak sauce, man, let's refrain from the name calling first of all. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta hear the whole story, but if that's just it, yeah, just unban him, man. That's not a reason to ban somebody. Just ignore. Let's be adults in the comments, please.
Are we good?
Everybody's voicing their opinions.
Yeah, let everybody voice their opinions and try not to name call, please. Thank you.
Like I said, I just want people to go where they're celebrated. Obviously, I will want black people to be celebrated by each other, but obviously, that's seeming like an impossibility nowadays. But you know, listen, man.
Little bit sometimes.
I do have one other question. How long have you dated? What's the longest amount of time that you've dated someone that you've been with overseas?
3 months, and that's just because I'm in a new country.
So you don't stay long.
There's a lot of options. I can't sit down too quick.
Okay. So I think I see what's happening now. I
the experience that you get overseas, I got to take advantage of it while I was here.
See, and this is the rhetoric that's not doing. It's not helping the passport, brother, because women are. What he's saying, the women they can't wait to clip this because they want to use that narrative to push out all this. Oh, see, I told you. He admitted it. They're not serious. They just want to use you and they just want to have sex with you. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why I say, like, he's kind of, even though he says he's not the face for the passport bros, he's kind of giving them that bad reputation, and women can't wait to hear him speak because he's not articulating himself in the best way. And they're just going to go, see, I told you I was right. He don't care about these other women, girls. Like, you know what I mean? He's just helping their narrative. And that's the point that's harmful, because there are men that have have sustained themselves and are looking for quality women to, you know, marry and build a family with. But when you hear him speak, it's like, yeah, nah, I'm just, you know, I'm here 1 month, I go to the next month. Like it does kind of sound like a little bit, you know.
But like Drew said, it's very suspicious that this would be the one that they would try to make the face of the movement or whatever. It's a lot of legit relationships and legit men out there that went overseas for good reasons, and they want to make him the face. Why is that? I mean, why are we not talking to somebody that's in a successful relationship? Like that's
come on, bro. You know nobody care about successful relationship. That's boring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas want to go and whatever he's saying. Like,
man. If you're in a successful relationship overseas, call in, let us know, man.
No, that's true. I'm saying we do, but the majority of the people don't care about happy, successful marriages and relationships. Like,
you know who picked him out?
Oh,
I'm not even gonna say it.
Who, Joe? Keep it real. Keep it.
A black woman. I ain't gonna. That's just my thought. Allegedly.
Bro, J-Rag said, hey guys, the Salvador he was talking about is a heavily populated black area in Brazil. Okay.
Oh, word.
Information. I didn't know they had a heavily black area in Brazil. That's crazy. Bobby Ray said the logic, black man gets mistreated by black women is him being socially awkward. Black woman gets mistreated by black man, it's the black man's fault. Yeah, that's a fact, man. No,
Bobby, you right.
No accountability. There's no accountability.
That's bars, by the way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bobby right.
Bobby right. Now, like I said, I think black men are just tired, man. We want to be treated right. We want tired of being mistreated in every aspect of society. It seems like, you know what I mean. And now when they're trying to find a sliver of happiness, you know what I mean. You got people still trying to bring them down. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, bro. Like, you know. Crazy, man. But again, he ain't really, you know, maybe I don't know, maybe he gonna say he might articulate himself better. Let me see.
So I got a question. What do these women get from you when you're out there? Like what do they gain from having you in their life?
Right now? Well, I'm not being serious.
Or any of them that agree to spend time with you and do what you want them to do, whatever. What are they getting out of it?
My skin has always been on the dry side.
And them ads know exactly when to hit. Like,
well, while we on the break, my big bro Niji in the building. Shout out to Niji. He said what's good,
Niji?
We talking about passport bros, Niji.
Oh, Niji has entered the chat.
Niji is in the building. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Getting out of them because I'm not taking it serious.
Which is what are they getting? Because women and men want different things. So as far as what a woman would
bro, when this nigga brought out a whole katana blade, like what the fuck? When he had that shit, like I was saying, like yo, that's crazy. I'm looking at that shit. They got a whole.
Think about to cut his mic.
But why are they asking what women are getting? And he's not in a relationship with any of them, bro. Like, what are they supposed to be getting?
From a 23-year-old young man, you know what I'm saying?
Get it, bro. These questions don't make sense, bro.
But do you think he's being honest with them women up front, or you think he kind of like leading them on?
You don't have to. They know what the fuck they about to get. He's a lick.
I mean, that is what she said. Like,
they get dinner and they get some liquor. I mean, that's it.
Mm-hmm. What are they getting from you?
I'm not sure exactly how to describe that, but it's working.
I mean, are you feeding them? Are you giving them money? Are you paying for their apartments? Are you taking them out? Are you helping them? Like, what are you doing? What are they getting?
He's saying all of that.
You gotta feed them. When you leave the United States, there's no 50-50.
So you're just taking care of everything, and they're just enjoying the ride while you're there until you go.
And that's just fine because my average date in Brazil was $10, and in Thailand it's now about 5 or 6. So we can go 100%. I can go 1,000% now.
Okay.
It's not funny.
My thing is this though. Just real quick, man. Like, do you feel like, again, because you self-admitted, hey man, I ain't nowhere near ready to settle down right now. I'm out here having fun. I'm out here doing my thing.
Maybe in about 2 years.
Right. So about 2 years. So up until this point, you just been doing your thing, having fun. Do you think that may have contributed to the energy that you receive from these women?
You talking about with the newsletter and all that?
No, hell no. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when you was out here and you was dating. Like, do you feel like the fact that, hey, I ain't looking for nothing serious right now. I'm having fun. I'm doing my thing. Do you think that may have contributed to the type of women that you kept bumping into
in the United States? No, I was lost because I couldn't figure out what the hell they wanted. There's a lot more clarity overseas. So I don't.
How does that clarity work? Do they just tell you, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for from this situation"?
Well, if they're not interested in you, you're not getting their phone number, and they're not going on 10 dates with you.
Interested in what per se? If they're not interested in what? Because you said that.
Man,
you said that you're giving them money and food.
He made a very, very low key.
I fucks with this young man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Because women will go on 50 dates and not have zero interest in you. And I don't think we could ignore that part. You know what I'm saying? It's very true.
Women be having niggas' names stared as free meal, bro.
So that is true. Like I'm saying, like
free meal, bro. Like yo.
Call you just for the night because they bored, they ain't got nobody else to talk to, they hungry, being used time and time again with knowing that they have no expectations of, you know, being serious with you. Very valid point. I will not ignore that.
That's a fact. Let me get to the super chat real quick. Gary Grant says, zoom to TLN successful overseas relationship.
Is that Thailand?
Thailand. I think it's probably Thailand.
Yeah, you might need to do your autocorrect on that one.
I was like, what the fuck is TLN? Oh, my brother Niji in the building, man. He said he talked too much. We've been going overseas with no problem. All he had to do is do his thing. Keep it to himself like the rest of us. Oh, Niji. Is Niji a passport, bro? Are you a passport, bro, Niji?
I don't think he's a passport, bro, Niji. I think he's just a bro that's looking for some hoes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But Niji, you ready to cam up, bro? Or you ready to join the live real quick, man? If you're a passport, bro, I mean, you might have some insight. Might need to.
Niji had another super chat before that. You got to that one?
That was the what up, fellas? That
okay. Yo, everybody show Niji some love in the chat, man. Yo, Niji, man. Yo, shout out to Niji.
Spell his name right.
Make sure you spell his name right. Don't mess that up, man. Like I'm saying, like, let me get to this.
Food and rent and all of those things. So
I ain't giving them no money.
He's just not giving them one day. He's just feeding them, like he's just going to take them to a restaurant, feeding them, and then getting sex from them. That's it. That's what they do.
Okay.
And usually it's women that they cannot afford to have a meal on their own.
That's not true.
Most of the time, I said most of the time, I've seen it.
Oh yeah, that's not true because they got their own cars.
She sound like old girl that we just had to clip with. Like you know what I'm saying, like they get hungry, starving women that can't eat,
uneducated. You know what I mean, they can't afford to feed themselves. So
I better get out.
She might be more equipped to actually speak on that because she do live in what she said she live in Salvador, right?
That's bullshit. No, she just trying to slander.
She don't know who he going on dates with, bro.
Exactly. She just trying to slander.
But she talking about her experience, what she see in her country, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
she talking about him. She talking about him. She not talking about other niggas. She talking about him, and she don't know, bro. She just trying to paint him in a bad light. That's all it is, man.
Let me see if he defends himself from this slander.
Here too.
Wow, like
shout out to PlayStation.
Upgrade.
Running water.
Shout out to PlayStation.
We might have to upgrade, man. Like
that's what a lot of people make it seem like they don't even have clothes out here or something. They got the malls is better out here than they are in damn Texas.
I mean, I think
they're actually wearing less clothes in Thailand is really hot. I have a friend over there.
I think the way it's displayed is like I don't want to misquote you, but it's like, oh, we can take our $10 over here and get an abundance. The way y'all sell it is like y'all got women going for like next to nothing, like they on wholesale, and it just seemed like the way it's presented is though y'all taking y'all money and then we gonna get these wholesale women that's ready to do this. And then the women in America, y'all just, our money don't really stretch the way the women they want too much. I think that's how it's being sold from the people on YouTube that proclaim passport bros. They talk about the money aspect, and the person before you who was OG passport, he was, the first thing he mentioned was the money and how you can just get the women over there with the money. It's how it's advertised, is that you're looking for something that you can buy, which I just want to make it clear. I am not trying to change your mind. I don't care where you go to multiply, okay?
But the thing is, again, why the fuck do they care when they want it's the thing, they want American men to do the same thing that these passport bros is quote unquote doing. And I think it's a little bit of jealousy. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, y'all want men to do the same thing over here. They just don't want you because they feel like y'all may or may not be worth it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
and it costs you fucking much.
Yeah, and then you see that clearly men have no problem providing and doing all of these things for a woman is just that men and don't feel like they're meeting the quality of women that makes them want to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And obviously inflation is different level over here. You know what I mean? But still, it's just like, if he's saying he's being met with masculine women, overly aggressive women, women that's just like don't know what they want, like, why would any man want to sit there and filter through 100+ women to figure out that one, like, people won't play their percentages at the end of the day. Like, that's just how life works. So, you know what I mean?
And what all this fucking all these women hearing that men are saying the same thing. We want you to be feminine. We want you to be gentle. We want you to be approachable. We want you to look fit. We want you to look a certain way. Why is it so much pushback out here?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And women that supposedly got less are doing more to keep a man happy than the women that have opportunity feeling like they don't have nothing to change. Why is that?
Yo, and people always gonna go where they getting more for their money. People moving out of New York to go to South because they getting more for their money.
Exactly.
So,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Overseas to get more for his money. Why is that wrong? I don't understand, bro. Like, what is the problem? Yo, shout out to the security boss real quick. We just shouting her out, man. She in the building.
We just talk about you.
We was just shouting you out, man. See you.
Yo, make sure y'all go to her channel and show her love, man. She has great content over there, man. She always provides good content. Make sure y'all go over there and show her some love.
And speak from a married woman's perspective.
Yeah, successful marriage, man. If y'all want a successful marriage, advice, go to security boss, man.
Exactly.
Neezy back in the building. I mean, he said, I'm not a passport bro. I've been going overseas since the 90s and I work overseas. These passport bros are a joke to me. Okay, they took something we OGs been doing for years and made a circus out of it. Oh,
nigga, Neezy said, I'm not a passport bro. I just got a passport, bro. Like, come on, drop the bars, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, drop the bars, man.
But you never got bars for the intro of the show.
You see, you gotta steal somebody else's bars. But anyway,
okay, all right. That's what we do.
We just said, if you're reading this, hit the like button, join the convo, follow and share. Shout out to Dailyrapupcrew. Shout out to Weasel.
Yo, shout out to Weasel, man. Y'all heard what Weasel said, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Like, I don't even know. Do I got now? Weasel got to be a moderator, right? Definitely had to add.
I believe so. Yeah, I think he is.
All right. Yeah, let me get back to this video real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. Yo, make sure I get that like. I don't know what a like said, man. Somebody tell me what a like said, man. Like, make sure I get them likes up, man. Y'all heard Weasel, man. We need them likes. We need them super chats. We need all the support we can get, man. We trying to do a lot of big things this year, man. We need y'all support, man. So,
good luck. Yeah. I'm just saying, the way the conversation is being had is just, and the way the video looked, it looked like you were kind of socially awkward. And when you took yourself somewhere else, they were, oh, okay, he's here. I'm just here for his money. That's how it's being sold and packaged.
That's how it looks.
It just so happens to be cheaper. It just so happens that those women are a lot more cooperative and it's cheaper. It just so happens that it's not that another thing is, if you watch the video, the women said they want to go to a beach for the first date. That's not. It's not a high expensive restaurant. It's a complete difference of how they request things. They don't have the same demand.
But I think that it all comes down to the man at the end of the day. Because, like I said, I get what you're saying, and we've talked about that plenty of times. Women these expectations. There are plenty of women who want the STK and top-notch dates on the first time. But there are plenty of women. If you got the right swag about you, you got the right charisma, they'll take coffee, they'll take ice cream, they'll take the park, they'll take all those simple dates on the first, second, third time if the conversation is right.
And that's another thing too. Like, it's like, it's almost like you want black men almost to be these super swag, super, like, charismatic, and not everybody is that way. You get what I'm saying? And the average man he shouldn't have to feel like, damn, I have to be the superly swagged out, superly this, that, and the third just to get a certain level of respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, some men are just average, hard-earning and hard-working men. You know what I'm saying? They might not be as super cat. That doesn't mean they're lame or corny or whatever the case is. They just might not have that swag on them.
Yo, you know what's funny? What do women usually say when you ask them questions? You got to take the time to get to know me.
That is true.
Never give the man a time to get to know him, because he got to have swag up front. He got to provide up front. He got to do everything up front.
You gotta be a fly dude, man. Yo, Kurt Rose said, I grew up in Bed-Stuy, Flatbush in the 90s, moved to Colorado for peace and a better quality of women. U.S. women are done to Ross.
Did you find that out there, Kurt? Let us know, man.
He said U.S. women are done to Ross. He clearly,
I'm just, making sure, confirming if he found that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you gonna be sexually attracted to him?
Yes.
Well, then that right there tells me. I mean, it tells.
Johnson, why are you naked?
Oh my!
Because my t-shirt sucks. Look at Gibson.
Bro.
He's wearing a true classic tee.
It's very blatant
Yo,
to me the type of women that he's.
I promise y'all, next reaction we gonna have the premium. That way we can avoid all this shit, man. Like I didn't know those. Yo, I never watched YouTube for this long.
I think because you pausing it so much.
I think that is too.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yo, it's all right. I'm giving.
Go to that super chat, Ace, before we hit that play button.
Jay said, "You see what just happened? Passport Bros was a made-up name to disparage black men. Now dating coaches and divestors are happily laughing." Mm-hmm.
That's a fact because I'm pretty sure there's Passport Bros all over the world. That shit is global. That shit is not just black men.
EJ Wade said, "In America, we naturalize over 1 million people per year. Most get their LPR card through marriage. This is only new to black YouTube."
Yeah, like I said, Passport Bros has been Passport Bros is similar to the Manosphere. The Manosphere has been a thing before. Obviously, the Kevin Samuels and the other popular YouTubes at the time. Like white men have been talking about relationship issues with their women. These other ethnic men have been doing the same thing. It's just only been kind of popularized because of black men. Just like Passport, like bro, we just played last live stream. We had the Australian dude telling his his people in UK like, yo, don't find somebody in the UK. Go to Thailand and all this other stuff. Like they're saying the same exact thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, men are just seem to be frustrated with the quality of women in the West. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mark X said, "Left my ex because she was too dominant and natural. Met my current girl a couple years ago, and she showed me the best a black woman has to offer. We're getting married in May. Also love the show, fellas."
Yo, shout out to you, man. Love to see it, man. Love to see it, man.
Congratulations to you and your queen. I mean, that's beautiful.
I wish I nothing but success, man.
Where you from, though, Mark?
Yeah, let us know where you from.
If you say New York, I'm gonna have to call
Cap.
Hold up. It's lovely women out here. I got my lovely women out here in New York too. So, man. But if she's under 25,
it's Cap.
25 and younger.
He's only approaching a certain type of woman that looks a certain way. So I mean,
tried them all.
But are you let women? Are you talking to women that approach you?
Come on, bro. We gotta keep it up. Most women on average do not approach men, and like again, we are.
He knows that.
We are speaking to the minority of men that's super swagged, that is 6 feet, that got all this money. Like, we got to talk about the average everyday man. Most women ain't coming up and shooting a shot at no average everyday hardworking man. Like, that's just not how that works. It's never been how that works. You know what I mean?
Rare, but yeah.
Women never.
BS too. I've had chicks leave a note on my car twice, and I can't get her out. I can't get her on the phone, and she texts back every 15 hours. I'm not dealing with that shit.
You're not wrong.
That one is
so make sure you're careful. Be very careful, because you seem like you're living your life and you're enjoying yourself, but be careful.
Just one other question.
Oh yeah, I know now.
In these other countries with these women that you've dated, have you dated a woman that?
Yo, what's up with security? But she just had like a whole, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she just tweeted out there.
I'm not dealing with that shit.
Which is fair. That one is fair.
So make sure you're careful. Be very careful, because you seem like you're living your life and you're enjoying yourself, but be careful.
Just one other question.
Oh yeah, I know now.
In these other countries with these women that you've dated, have you dated a woman that didn't?
I think he was referring to like using protection or some shit. I don't know. Maybe I might be thinking.
Wait, but he said, "I know now." That means
like, he been going raw dog on the.
Yeah, he finally he got caught up. He got
And he got that clap.
She say, make sure you being safe, protect yourself, and He probably like, yeah, I know now.
Oh, now.
Now, but well, obviously, fellas, make sure y'all protect yourselves, man. Like, and then another thing too is with these passport bros might come, you know, men obviously that's going to feel, you know, some type of way in their country about men coming to their country. So there might be a bit of jealousy there. Like
that's definitely true.
You're gonna still have to deal with baby daddies and stuff like that over there as well. Like these people is crazy over in these other. You know what I mean? Don't think that these motherfuckers ain't crazy. They definitely.
But they also driving a wife to that lick, bring that money back home to Poppy.
I mean, listen, that is a thing. That is a thing. I ain't gonna say that's not a thing. That is definitely a thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Mark, you safe, man.
Well,
shout out to Chi-Town.
Shout out to Chi-Town.
25 and lower than you. You know what I mean? You gotta worry.
Word.
Super chat. Or ask you to or require.
You said we got super chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got. Oh shit! We got another one from Tony Watts. He said, "Interview me and my army comrades. We made money from the war and lived in Dubai before Dubai. Every man on here, would y'all have a kid with these women on your show without thinking twice?"
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I gotta think about most.
Which women are the women from these countries, or the women that's on the panel?
I think he was talking about the women that we had on the panel. I mean, we had some quality women.
We had some quality women. On, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
it wasn't a lot, but we had some quality.
I don't know if they were still quality for me for kid to carry my seed, but you know, they definitely some quality women. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Well, some of them, like, you know what I mean. Shout out to all the women that's been on the show. I ain't trying to like, yo, but
been a handful, and if you ask me, I'm gonna lie to you and say you was part of that handful.
You retarded, like, yeah. I just caught on.
Are you to like do anything for her? Like she just rock with you and just pulled up and rock with you?
Like financially? Like,
yeah, like she didn't need you to, like she didn't ask you or need you to buy her anything or do anything for her.
100% of the time.
100% of the time? No,
I pretty much just pay for food.
No, I'm saying in any of the dating situations that you've had with these women in other countries, have any of them rocked with you or like dated you?
I don't know what this nigga thinking. I want to know what he thinking. That nigga ain't say nothing. All fucking we on 25 minutes, and this nigga ain't say, all he had was the katana sword. He ain't say nothing. I wonder what he thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
he thinking leave this
whatever, and didn't even require a date. They just saw you, they liked you, and they didn't need you to do anything for them.
50% of the time, that's how it goes. You don't need a date. But I mean, if you go on a date, it's pretty much a damn near 100% return rate.
Return. What's the return?
That's the SB face.
A return on his investment.
Transactional.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, he is not helping the narrative right now. And that's the only issue I have with this.
He's not supposed to. He's not a passport, bro.
But it doesn't matter. It's the fact that women are going to use this and say, listen, these men are coming over here and they're just, look, he said it himself. They're just going to use you. They're just going to take you out on a cheap date. And they're just going to, like, it's not a good, valid, like, I don't know. Let me know in the chat, man. Are y'all feeling the same way, man? Like, because I just don't feel like he's just carrying himself. And even if he was feeling that way, I feel like you should just articulate it in a way where you being politically correct or something. I don't know, bro.
I don't know for you at 23 to be articulate on this panel right here.
I was always articulate.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you had 23-year-old Jew there, I'd have been.
He sound like a 23-year-old Jew right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd have been worse though.
Sound like a 20-year-old age too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
She'd have been butt naked in the video. It's the real crew season.
Yo, did you say this fool? I think he said this fool was talking out his neck. What planet he live on? That's why I don't watch their podcast. What happens over there happens over there too. Happens over here too. You have to be careful everywhere. That's a fact.
Oh. And he not part of their podcast. So he just was a guest on this. So crew season, yo, they actually are pretty they good over there, man. I fucks with their podcast. They got some good quality content over there.
They definitely do.
Yeah, I should definitely go over there and support them and show them some love, man. So let them know that Daily Rapper Crew sent y'all, man. Like,
A return on his investment.
He's sounding so transactional. I want to know what the return. I'm assuming it's like sex.
The adventure. The adventures.
It's sex, right?
If we want to be honest, if you're not getting sex, you're gonna feel as a man, you're gonna feel like you didn't get anything.
You didn't, but I thought that you wanted to talk and like get to know this person.
Yeah, you get that too.
So you don't talk to them and get to know them before, like you expect them to just
at the date,
the first date.
Yeah, we sit there and we talk, and then usually they want to. It's no problem. They offer to go back to your house. That's on them.
My name is Stephen Morris, and
Yeah, I don't know. I just
have to do that and they have blue balls.
Or, I mean, you got to be careful. You don't want infected balls either. You know.
He's young. He gonna learn a little bit.
I mean, if that's what she's doing with you, with
that ain't nothing you learn. Like they ain't say you take a gamble. Like they say, yeah, this is gonna get a little clappy. Be all right. Like yeah.
You might or might not get something you get rid of, though.
Like I mean,
just a conversation the first time. I mean,
well,
likelihood
they don't
that
go, but they don't go out with everybody though.
How do you know that?
Because I've gotten rejected numerous times.
Okay.
So they don't just go out with everybody. Now, an American woman, she'll get your number and take you to Ruth Chris and give you a side of them. So which one you want?
I get what you're saying because you're not actually looking for anything with her other than the sex. So that would make sense.
Even if I was looking for a wife, I don't give a damn. You're not gonna do that. I'm just not doing that.
So you think if you spend any type of money,
Kayla, let him go. Like
Okay.
yeah, Kayla be on time, and I ain't gonna.
But I definitely don't agree with her not holding women accountable for doing that. You get what I'm saying? He's clearly saying like, you wasting my time. You have no intentions with me. You want to just be a fucking bill. Why? She like, well, you're not trying to build a relationship. Even if he was, we wouldn't know because you're not looking at him as an option for a relationship.
Just want some Lucas.
Yeah, like I said, I get to see, like obviously he's been frustrated with, the women that he's dated in America. He says he claimed he dated, them all basically. And like I said, if he's feel like he's getting a better investment on his return, I don't necessarily see a issue with it. Women take that risk all the time, like, and it's never seen it as an issue. But when a guy does it, then it becomes, like he's just taking advantage of you. Women do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, I just don't like how he's articulating. I get it. He is 23. You know what I mean? But it's just like when I'm hearing him talk, I'm like, damn, nigga, like really? It's like, I don't know.
Let me get to the super chats, man. Bobby Ray said, notice not one of them said they was happy for him. Because they not, bro.
Yeah, they're not gonna be happy for. They want the men to be miserable, man. This is why they try to sabotage. They're trying to go over there and send the fucking messages over there to the women. You know what I mean? Like, oh, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. Yeah, they just want us to be miserable, no matter what. They want us to be miserable dating them, and then they want us to be miserable going outside the date. What else? You know what I mean? So, man.
Kurt Rose said, I did for 12 years, got divorced in 2018 from a white woman who is American. I've been dating only foreign women, but mostly focusing on building back up my wealth. # focus.
Yeah. Focus on yourself, my brother. Get it right.
We got another one from Tony Watts. He said, the first thing you think about when you look at an American is child support. Will she be a family woman? Will she be fit for our kids? Is she going to have my daughter wearing wigs? Overseas living is really for men with a bag. Okay.
I hear you, but if most men really thought about child support, they wouldn't be having so much sex unprotected.
Okay. Cam from TMR Radio said, this is all intellectual dishonesty. This is why these panels are pointless. As if women in America aren't out here scandalous and very transactional. That's a big fact, bro.
Yeah, women are very transactional. I mean, it's in their nature almost to be transactional.
They're just mad that their price is a little bit low. Well, a lot of bit lower than with
and out here you taking a gamble on the transaction. I mean, you might just be giving and not getting nothing. You know what I mean? Out there, it sounds like he said he getting 100% or damn near 100% on return on his investment. So, I mean,
yeah,
that's what he's looking for.
Listen, man, we got a couple of minutes left of this. We
Sound
got
like
3 minutes. Yeah, we got 3 minutes left, man. We're gonna finish this out, and then we're gonna close it out for the evening and all that, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all not subscribed already, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We drop content all the time. We got new episodes every week. We got another live stream coming up on Tuesday with a full panel of women. We're gonna dive into that. We got I don't know if y'all know Sapphire Achilles. She's pretty popular on TikTok.
You mean Thursday?
On Thursday, my fault. What I said tomorrow?
Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, Thursday. This Thursday coming up. Yeah, so we got Sapphire Achilles. She's pretty popular on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. Like she's gonna pull up and join us all the way from Hawaii, man. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, well, I respect it. Like, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all tune in for that, man. So
it's not about money.
Baffled, y'all. I'm so baffled.
Hey, Austin, real rap.
I appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you for pulling up, man. Because beforehand, I was a bit confused as to some of the things that was being said, as to some of the rhetoric. But now that I'm talking to you in person, and I get to see how your mind works, kind of makes a lot of sense now. Makes a lot of sense now. But I will say this. Just like SB said, be careful out there, man. It's extremely dangerous. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to you for sure. You know what I'm saying? We have different ideologies in terms of the type of women and different whatever. But man, I don't wish any ill will on you. But just be safe out there, man. Take care of yourself. And just keep on learning, bro. I say you young, man. You got time. Just keep on learning, man.
Yeah, I'm not coming back to the United States though. That's no matter how much I learn, I don't see it getting no better. They don't have they don't.
He do got a point. I agree with him. I don't see it getting any better, bro. I understand where you coming from with that, man. Because it's only gonna get worse, honestly, bro. Like, I mean, but I feel like niggas got a limited amount of time too, because with it getting worse over here, it's only going to spread like a cancer.
It's spreading.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just ain't get there yet.
Yeah, you got a limited amount of time, like, before the shit is all fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
I do believe that we got a portion of black women that, and I'm only mentioning black women because that's all I would prefer my brothers to look for. But I think there's quality women out here.
Oh, it's absolutely quality women. Like, there's quality.
Hard to find.
Yeah, it's quality men and women on both sides. It depends on if you're willing to, vet them out properly and filter them out. If you got time like that, sometimes people don't got time. Like, you know what I mean? They're getting older. They ain't got time to go on 100 dates, especially if you were the guy. You ain't got time to go on 100 dates to worry about slow responses, or I was busy, or I didn't see my phone. Like, niggas, men don't got time to be wasting. Like, especially men that's trying to build a family,
And which Shorty was talking about the other day, like some women want you to chase them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, if I ain't getting a reciprocation, I'm not chasing nobody, bro. I'm not that. I don't think I've ever been a chaser per se, but definitely not at this age. I ain't chasing.
You gonna be like a dog chasing his tail, just running around in circles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Panels like this in Brazil. They're not talking about dating in Brazil, really.
That's true.
So that says enough by itself.
What do you mean? No influence? Are you talking about the influence of it?
They ain't talking about who should pay on the first date. They ain't having these kind of discussions outside of the United. Well, maybe in England, but in Brazil and Thailand and Vietnam,
the structure, culture of the way that
I agree.
So, yeah,
we don't talk about those things.
Because America's different. We prioritize capitalism and individuals about keeping people separate in the way that they sell it. In other countries, a lot of things that influence us, they're not even allowed over there to watch, or they can't even eat the same stuff we eat. So yeah.
Brazil is capitalist too.
Just last question. Do you plan on getting like dual citizenship or ever giving up your passport to America?
I ain't gonna never give up my U.S. citizenship. That's not a smart move.
You do value that about America.
My passport saved my life when I was in Brazil damn near twice.
Okay.
So no, I got jammed up by the. I got jammed up by the police and they was about to shoot us until they found out we was American. So no.
The value in being American. Look at that.
See, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Mentioned it earlier.
Excited.
Since the first thing I said,
You did. That's what we were saying. It ain't about the money. It's just the fact that you're an American. You got that leverage.
And then again, moving a point again, like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, they try to take subtle jabs at that right there. They try to say that these other women see you as being American as an asset. So of course they would want to act a certain way or behave in a certain manner. That's the subtle kind of jab that I just got right there. I mean, I could be wrong, but you know what I mean? Like, so, you know,
that could not be a jab to him. I mean,
I'm not saying it's a jab to him, but just saying, like,
who doesn't acknowledge how big you would be going somewhere else? You look like a fucking dollar sign. Okay. He clearly knows that. He's comfortable with that, and he's using that to his advantage.
Yo, the goal of most men is to look like you got money, bro. So
wait, that's the goal?
I mean, it is to have money, but I mean,
all right, because that's the wrong goal. Because a lot of people in our, especially in our community, they look like they got money, but them niggas damn sure ain't got no money. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know why they looking like they want to look like they got money? To attract quality women. So if he's already going out there and all he gotta do is flash the passport, and he look like he got money and attracting quality women,
gotta flash that shit. They already know.
That's what I'm saying. And he attracting quality women. What is the problem, man? Let him
to drop his passport on the floor. Oops. Oops. Did I forget this? Yeah.
Man going out there with a U.S. flag, man. Hanging out his back pocket like he banging us. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get to the super chat. Mark X said, "I think men need to be selective with these dates." Oh man, how much these dates are costing, man? They should definitely be selective. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Big Bro Niji said, "Who's the bigger fool, the fool or the fool that follows the fool?"
And you went from dropping bars to riddles. Okay, Niji.
Turned into the Riddler, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, riddle me this. Like, yo, man.
What's your answer to that question, though, man? You asked a question.
Shit, damn.
I was the fool that had a lot of followers, so I agree with
you. Following the fool, you got
if you following a fool, then you a fool. Like,
yeah, you a bigger fool than
a
foolio.
Because that means that fool fooled you into following them. Shout out to Niji, you know what I mean? Yeah, Dozy E said those 30-plus-year-old panelists with mixed to undesirable dating results are punching down on that cat. That's whack. Carry the hell on, fellas. Bless Dailyrapupcrew. Shout out to
this with the Kendrick Perkins. Like, you know what I'm saying? Carry the hell on. Like, yo, shout out, man. Like, yo, man. But again, we're gonna do more of these reaction videos. If y'all got any reaction videos for us, that y'all want to see us, give commentary to, DM us on IG. Email us, dailyrapupcrew@gmail.com. We definitely gonna try to do these more. We like interacting with y'all, man. Y'all definitely was in here holding it down, showing us some love. So we gonna try to get to more of these and let us know what kind of videos y'all want to see us react to. You know what I mean? So I got a couple in the stash that we're gonna get to. So
definitely a good time.
We gonna get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And we'll be back on Thursday. Like I said, we got a live panel on Thursday. We got some interesting topics, some good topics to talk about. And yeah, make sure y'all tune in. Same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all tune in, set your calendars. We're gonna keep y'all updated in the community tabs. And yeah, make sure y'all cop the merch, dailyrapupcrew.co too.
And that audio is out right now.
Oh yes, that audio is out right now. And y'all gotta forgive us because I know that audio is a little, like, you know what I mean, but it's not up to our standard. But it's still a good conversation, and make sure y'all definitely tune in. Available on all podcast streaming platforms.
Spotify, we dropped a snippet of that episode is out right now too on our page, right?
Yeah, definitely, it's out right now. Yeah, go check that out, man. It's y'all got just tune in for the conversation. We gonna see y'all on Friday when we drop. We're gonna be in the chats, man. But it was a good conversation, man. We got some. I'm just giving out too much, man. Like, yo, just Make sure y'all support us. Like, yo, I was gonna talk about some other shit, but I don't want to give away too much. I'll talk about that on Thursday, man. Yo, appreciate y'all.
You normally have a preview, man. You ain't got no preview.
We normally do, but you know, our editor be so backed up, and you know, we trying to give him some space, so you know, so he can just do what he got to do. Like, so
y'all have it on Thursday.
Yeah.
We got a lot of episodes.
We should have it lined up, like, man. Appreciate y'all again.
Mm-hmm.